1. Hello, all of my amazing friends out there. You guys are all so awesome. And for everybody joining us, you guys are incredible. You know, again, every time you guys take the time out of your guys' weekend to go ahead and join us live, here we are live on this, again, beautiful Sunday and chatting with us live. I mean, it means a lot to us. And we have our friends. We have, of course, our favorite Jaegerist, Heise, joining us. We have, of course, our friend Josh, I Repent, joining us. And you guys are so awesome. And we're in for a fun episode today because something that we saw last week was we showed the crazy glitch scene that was a glitch ending at the end of Season 3, Episode 12. And it was very cool because I believe Heise was able to go ahead and witness that for the first time. And so for us to be able to be a part of that experience, I mean, that's just awesome.
Yeah.
You know, we love that so much. And we want to welcome you too, of course. And everybody else listening, we want to welcome you all to this awesome OVA episode that we have. This is OVA episode number 9. Is that what it says? Number 9?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. 9 OVAs.
Hello, Bat.
It's very cool. Bat, what is up, Bat? Bat's joining us as well. Yeah, so... I'm your host, AJ, welcoming our amazing friends to an awesome episode. As I mentioned earlier, I hope that you guys are having a great weekend. And of course, I am joined by my 2 friends and my 2 incredible co-hosts, and I will let them go and introduce themselves. So starting with you.
Hi, I'm Lexi. To answer your question, Bat, I am feeling much better, but I'm still getting over my cold, so I do still sound a little bit different. I am still congested, so... I might be hacking up a lung here and there, but
thankfully no voices today.
Yeah,
just our voices.
There's no voices, which like this is like the one time that I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do a voice.
Just our voices.
I lost my voice last night, so I'm glad.
It's just us. So yeah, other than that, I'm doing great. I played some beach volleyball this morning, even though I'm not allowed to, but I played a little bit for funsies, and
breaking the rules.
It was a lot of fun.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Glad to hear that you're breaking the rules, but hey, if you're having fun doing it...
But I'm doing it responsibly.
There you go.
It only matters if you get caught.
Within my parameters. I'm not diving. I'm not letting myself dive. I'm not letting myself play game after game after game. I let myself have a game off every time. So yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
Great. Thank you for asking.
All right. So, my friend, how are you feeling?
I promised someone I would do this today.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait.
So, yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
But I promise. I know she covers her ears. Fire up!
There we go.
I feel good.
All right.
Hi, I'm Zach, by the way.
Yeah, this is Zach. We all know Zach, of course. We all love Zach so much. And Zach, you're fired up and you're having a good weekend.
Oh, dude. Long weekend. This is the busiest. Honestly, I think this weekend in September is always the busiest weekend of my year.
Yeah.
Because I've not only had 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 birthdays in this span of like 3-4 days that I have to celebrate.
Yeah.
Which I love it.
Yeah, awesome.
But yeah, built some of my haunted house this morning. Super fun. Next week
You've been being very busy with that too.
Oh yeah,
like
next week is full build. I'm super excited.
Yeah.
Friday through Sunday I'll be building. I'll still be here next week, but I'll be building all morning on Sunday, baby.
Yeah, hell yeah. What's up? Hey, so there we go. We have joining us. We have our friend SB. SB says, I've been waiting for that fired up. Yeah.
Ooh.
Hi, SB. Hello.
That's funny.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling old because Zach mentioned that he's been celebrating some birthdays, and yesterday was my birthday.
Hey, yesterday was AJ's birthday.
Yesterday was my birthday.
That's why we're all feeling a little groggy today because we were up, celebrating.
We're just celebrating,
Celebrating AJ's birthday yesterday.
And it was all good vibes, and it was a lot of fun. And thank you again for showing up. And for everybody else, who was there, part of it, all my family and stuff like that. Just thank you all so much for being there in attendance. And SB, thank you so much for the birthday wishes. It was a good time. I had a lot of fun. Exactly what I wanted. I just wanted to go ahead and kind of just be home and have, and close ones
good fights,
there.
Good food, good music.
Yeah, watch the UFC fights, exactly like Zach said. And what I didn't have time for was, I'm thankful. And everybody was so gracious with just even getting me something. And I realized I didn't open any of my gifts because I just was in the moment. I wanted to spend time with everybody, and that's not what it was about, And again, I'm so thankful for everybody that got me something, But that's not what I want. I just wanted you guys physically to be there and stuff, But so this morning I opened some of the gifts, and but there's one gift that I haven't opened, and I want to open it here live because it's a gift that Lexi got me, and I don't know what it is. But when you left yesterday, you mentioned you were like, let me know what you think of the gift.
Yeah, like let me know about like what your reactions are.
Yeah. So I do want to go ahead and get to that. So very, very quickly, if I can, guys, I'm going to go ahead and kind of shout out, again, all the amazing people that were very kind to get me something. And I'm going to show a few stuff. And then, again,
Unboxing.
everybody else that got me something, thank you so much, guys. And starting with Marissa.
Okay.
So Marissa got me something this morning. And she got me a cool little shirt to go and represent. And who is that, Zach?
I love Frankie.
Our guy Frankie right there from Cyborg Frankie from One Piece.
Just to add on to your many animations.
Yeah, so I'll be wearing this shirt for sure.
Ooh.
And she also got me one of those cool little mystery AOT boxes, right?
Ooh.
Of characters, right?
Those are always fun.
So there are 5
Gotchas.
characters, right? So I want you guys to guess on who you think I got right here. So we have Captain Levi, we have the Colossal Titan,
Ooh.
we have Mikasa, we have the Beast Titan, and then we have Eren. So all very cool options,
Yeah, those
you know?
are all
I feel like you're
really
getting
cool.
Levi.
Levi, what do you think?
I think you're getting a Beast Titan.
Beast
Just
Titan.
based on how that box has been sliced through, Levi's trying to get out right
Gotcha.
now.
That's good. Yeah, Heise says he thinks I got Flock.
Yeah.
But I think if Flock was
Flock's
in
not
here,
an option, brother.
And again, thank you all so much again for the birthday love. I love you guys so much. And
Imagine he
but
does pull a Flock
without further
out.
ado,
I know, just by his squirrel hair.
it is a Scout,
A Scout. Which Scout?
and it is
That is Levi.
that is
You're
Levi.
right.
So you
He,
were
was,
right,
he
Zach.
was trying to escape.
So I got a Captain Levi, and yeah,
guys
he's
hit
trying
by
to
the-
slice through the little box
Dude,
here.
yeah.
Buggy came after him, bro. He's been chopped up and thrown in separate baggies.
So I want to say thank you again to our sister Marissa. She's very, very kind in getting me that, and then also from my cousins that were in attendance as well. I'm actually wearing one of the shirts that I got from my cousins.
Hey.
So I'll go ahead and stand up and show you guys my awesome little
Attack on Titan
tee right there. Aaron Yeager representing. You know, hell yeah. I also got some awesome Adidas sweats, which I'm wearing right now, and they are very, very comfortable. yeah, bad
Wearing all the new
stream,
stuff.
that's right. Buggy is weird. Buggy's weird, but we love him for it. And then
Buggy's goated.
also they got me that one will be for last. No, Lexi will be for last. So also what I got from my cousins. Look at this.
Oh,
Literally My Hero Academia,
Full pack.
just full on pack of socks right there.
that's actually
know?
badass.
Like-
I like how as we get older, we're like, yes, clothes, yes,
I
socks.
love it.
I know.
So
And when you're young, you're like, oh, socks.
They're like socks.
and now we're like, I hope I get socks for Christmas.
specified for characters, right? So obviously we have All Might, Midoriya, Bakugo,
Is that a racer?
Aizawa,
Yeah, that's a racer. It's
and then we have
colors.
Ida, and then we have, of course, Todoroki. Sorry,
Half hot, half cold.
sorry, Jacob. There is no Mineta in here.
Yeah,
you
no
know?
Mineta.
Josh says looks like undies. If these were Attack on Titan, if these were My Hero Academia undies, I would love that
That'd
too.
be just as
You
good.
kidding me?
Those are some fire undies.
And then also for my cousins, I got again some more merch, of course. Shout out to all the merch out there.
Yeah.
Hey. that
Goated
one's
panel.
cool.
Beautiful right there.
That's awesome.
We love our guy Deku.
That's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
And also Bakugo and Todoroki in there, so that's like
you also have Ida.
the Holy Spirit right there.
Yeah,
Ida
don't
there?
forget the
I'll make sure to
class
block
rep.
it out.
Yeah. Don't forget about Ida. You know, same voice actor as Irvin.
From them, from my cousins, I got some villain love right here.
Is it a blanket?
That is a blanket, yeah.
Oh, that's
Blanket
That's a
right
fire
there.
blanket.
And we got our characters right there. We got
That's fire.
my guy Shiggy in the middle. There's Dabi, and then there's Toka, right? So yes,
Toga.
we love it. Toga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From
I always get Tokyo
Toka
Ghoul.
and Toga.
Did you guys hear?
About?
Mappa's making a remake of Tokyo Ghoul.
Are they?
What?
Confirmed.
Whoa.
Where did I
Nappa
see
just
it?
doesn't know how to take a break, do
That
they?
is interesting. So while you find that, bro, let me go ahead and continue on with this real quick.
Mappa doesn't know how to
And then
take
so
a break.
for, again, so these two I believe were for my cousins Daniel and my cousin Jamie as well. So thank you so much. And then this is a special for my cousin Jopa.
Okay.
And I got a badass Captain Levi.
Oh, a little
Right
figurine.
there, right? Little figurine. Got some more merch. You guys will go ahead and see this up there.
Special on the side.
But then, I also got this guy, right? This figurine,
Oh,
right? And
don't call me little.
Look what he says.
This is my favorite anime. Please check it out. Yeah, you were.
Yeah, the note right there.
You
The
were
note
like
says.
when you were watching it, you
Yes.
you had such a good like rhythm. You were getting into
Yeah.
it, and then like I don't know what happened. I think we
So-
started watching another anime or something.
One Piece.
One Piece.
Yeah.
One Piece
So,
happened.
my
I'm
cousin
so sorry.
Jopa says this is my favorite anime. Please check it out, and I will. I will continue for sure at some point.
It's so good.
You know,
So
ever
again,
since
thank
ever
you so
since
much
he
for
got
that,
to that
Jopa.
dog part, you know, he just hasn't been able to watch it the same.
It's been in my top 3 since I've watched it. It's amazing.
We have Jopa joining us
Hey,
here. Yeah, finish it. I gotta
hello.
continue. I thank you guys.
What's up,
So
cuz?
yeah, love you, cuz. I appreciate it.
I had to give him that fire.
Thank you so much again for making the trip and just joining and celebrating the awesome festivities and whatnot and all that good stuff. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. Now, without further ado, let's see what you got me, Lex. I have no idea what this is yet.
I haven't opened it either. I'm
haven't.
hoping that it's true to what I bought.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it looks like this looks like it's a poster.
There's a couple in there.
Okay. How do I check it out? Do I have to go ahead and just open
You have
it?
to like
and-
open it and yeah.
Okay. I don't want to mess it up though. That's the thing. I know I'm gonna have to open it at some point. Is there something else in here? Or
There's 2 more.
oh, there's 2 more. Okay. Oh, they're all. Oh shoot. Oh, you want that Van Gogh back, huh? You want,
No, not
you
the Van
want
Gogh.
the Van Gogh
not
back,
the Van
huh?
Gogh, but just saying you could take Van Gogh down and put a new Van Gogh up. I think that you'll prefer these Van Goghs much better than that one. I think you will.
Okay. Cool. All right. Let's go see what this is. I'm kind of curious, guys.
No, I'm
Curious
curious.
I'm curious. What do we got here?
I am too, because I hope that they're true to what I bought.
So we'll start from smallest to the biggest one.
Also, because that one's the easiest.
That was a good little foom.
Ooh,
It's just a scroll of like,
scroll.
It's just white paper.
yeah.
Is this? Oh shoot! Okay. Damn! Look at them looking
One of
freaking
the little
clean and
posters.
fierce right there. Oh my
Dang,
goodness
that's-
gracious!
Little canvas.
Very
poster.
Look
well
at that
done.
right there. I love that. My guy Armin looking fierce.
Yeah, I made sure to get you one with Armin in it.
Armin looking fierce.
Just a little canvas poster. I wanted to get you different sizes so that you could like, you know,
yeah,
place them all around.
I will.
Just because the wall space is kind of lacking here, so.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff up.
But
I know you guys are only seeing little portions of the studio.
I know. I was looking around and I was like, "Where's he gonna put it?"
I know he's gonna have to take down the Van Gogh and
Oh no!
arrange it, and
What did I do with? There.
Take it down, crazy.
All right, let's see the Van Goghs. I see Aaron the Savior. I says
savior parody.
Josh, the scroll, the 10 Commandments.
The 10
That's
Commandments,
sick.
yeah. That's sick. Just all. It's actually just a huge IOU.
Can you imagine if literally it was just like a full-on like 10 Commandments thing?
I know.
All right,
Get you
Trying to
something
do
so
this.
weird.
politely, but
Yeah, it's fine. I think that they're all. I think the bigger ones are paper, and that because is that one canvas too, or is
this
that
one
paper?
feels like canvas as well.
Okay, I think they're either all canvas and the big
I
one's
already
paper.
am in love with the color scheme that I'm seeing.
Yeah, this is clean. All right. Let's see
Just
what
have
we
to
got.
unscroll it.
Oh shoot! Is that what I think it is?
Yes, it is.
Whoa!
Oh, that's cool.
Whoa! Is that
A
Heath?
Van
Is that
Gogh
Heath?
style
That's the
Heath.
Heath Ledger
That is the Heath Ledger right
Joker
there.
and Van Gogh's Starry Night.
Damn.
So it goes. So it's when he's like out of the car.
Yeah, it's when he's
So yeah.
Oh, that's badass.
I love that. You know what? Honestly, I think those are gonna go definitely behind
That's
me.
literally what I was thinking. I was like, he's gonna
For
put them
sure.
up there for sure.
Just gotta make sure that.
Yeah,
Mess
Heise
it
really
up.
likes it.
Boy, it's freaking clean for sure.
So cool.
I repent. Yeah, Josh and Jacob are loving it.
And then lastly, we got another awesome little Van Gogh interpretation. This one is heavily taped.
Yeah, I didn't package it. I just took it out of the package. Was like, okay, cool. These are the 3. Put it in a wine bag, and then
I saw the wine bag, and I was like, there's no way. I thought you got him like the
Lexi.
wine.
no.
You know I don't drink anymore.
I
Oh,
know.
the wine.
Yeah,
oh
that
my
would've-
god.
that would've-
When I saw the bag, I was like, there's no way.
The Marley and
Yeah.
wine or whatever.
I
no,
would.
the,
I was like, I would not be able to get. Yeah, I flew all the way to Japan just to.
Cause I'm not gonna lie, me and Mo.
Oh,
those Dragon
oh
Balls?
my
Those
god.
are
This
Dragon
is so
Balls.
much nostalgia right here.
Oh, that's
Oh my
gorgeous.
goodness gracious.
Of course, that one's the biggest one.
Look at that.
That's
so boom,
gorgeous.
boom. And who's there? There's got to be Vegeta over there, right?
That's
right?
gorgeous.
Here. Wow. Oh my goodness gracious.
I love the shading too.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
so cool.
I am speechless. I am like,
I was like, that's what I want to know. I was like, I want to know your reaction to that.
I am
And
like,
I was like, I saw them. And I was like, I
literally
hope that
in
you
awe
think
of
that
these.
these are as cool as I think that you'll think they are.
I agree, Josh. The quality is
I know. Those are really well
beautiful.
done.
And they're like
Wow.
canvas too. It's not like paper.
You know what I'm gonna do right now? This is the first time ever over on this podcast. I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna give you a hug.
First time ever. Of course.
Thank you so much, Lex.
Of course. Love you
Love
so
you
much.
too.
Wow. 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 Wow.
That's
Happy
right
birthday!
on. Gotta love it.
I like how all your stuff has been anime related.
I love it. That's exactly. Well, that's the thing. You guys don't know me so well.
Yeah.
You know. That's just what it is. People go ahead. You know, even with my, you know, with the family that was there, friends and all that. Like, there's so many times where just through our conversations, you know, we're talking anime. My passion just goes and just like shows, you know, whenever we're talking about that stuff and all that. So it's good stuff, and everybody knows that I love it. And again, honestly, it's all just credit to you for reintroducing me to anime, and then
Being
the
like, you
love of
should try
anime
out
became a thing.
newer
So.
anime.
So it's all credit Lexi, because without the reintroduction to the anime world, we wouldn't be doing this podcast.
I'm not gonna lie.
So-
I looked up quite a bit, seeing if I could get you that fucking bottle of wine.
Oh, bro.
I went
It
on
was,
a
like,
deep dive
impossible.
for like 4 hours. I had my laptop and my phone, and I was looking everything up. I was calling my friend Nico, who knows a lot about getting that stuff, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Is there any way I can get this?" He was like, "We're going to Japan in March," and I was like,
That's not gonna work.
"That's after his birthday, but
It's all
okay."
good, bro. You got to see if they still have it, because remember,
When,
it was
when
for,
I'm there, I'm for sure gonna try to get it and bring
remember
it back.
it was only there for a limited time.
Yeah.
And then
that was
remember,
like a year
it was
ago.
only, so I don't know if they, obviously they weren't doing anything outside of Japan, but I remember it like sold out fairly
Oh,
quick.
it did. I'm gonna have to go on like Japanese offer up,
Yeah.
Japanese
just to go ahead and
Craigslist,
see.
and like be like, anyone got this bottle?
Yeah. So again, I just want to thank everybody for just all the kind words, all the love, all the birthday love, and it means a lot to me. And cheers to everyone. So thank you so much. So now we'll go ahead and
Yay for being
we're
born.
move on to what's important, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about some AOT. All
That's
right.
important. Yeah.
You guys know the drill.
So
Of course,
excited.
we have a Q&A and a poll question to go ahead and talk about. Of course, we want to give a huge disclaimer to all of our friends who are not familiar with what the events of how everything's going to take place with the glitch scene, and we're going to go ahead and break down the glitch scene. But spoiler warning to all our friends. Yeah, good stuff, guys. Josh saying there was an Attack on Titan pop-up shop over here in Houston. I got a few Titan syringes. Whoa, and they were so tasty. Damn.
That's so cool.
Well, I think the
Ooh,
fact
you
that
like
you
my
are
shirt?
okay means good. Yeah, Josh said, Lex, your shirt is so fucking sick. What the heck?
It's
Yeah.
a hand-me-down from AJ, actually.
Yeah, cool
guess
stuff.
who else would have a shirt like this?
Yeah, it's a shirt that I bought, which they gave me the wrong size. And anytime I get the wrong size, it's always Lexi's benute. So
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, Lex.
So
here.
it's like they gave me the wrong size.
Here
Like,
you
I'll
go.
take it.
No, I'm the same way with Abby, where I'm like, if I get a shirt and if I outgrow it, or if
Yeah.
it's too small, I'm like, here you go, kid.
Yeah, here
She's
you
like,
go.
yes, yes. Shit.
Damn, I've had my eye on that shirt for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
But
awesome.
yeah, confirmed. Mappa Studios is supposed to be remaking Tokyo Ghoul.
So remaking as in it's just going to be another iteration, or is it going to be like a different story? Is it going to be
Just same story.
Wow, okay.
Just completely
Well, I'm here for
reanimated.
it.
Okay.
I'm here for it. For sure.
Same
Gonna go ahead
voice
and watch
actors
it.
and everyone coming back.
Which means
That's what I don't know
how
that
soon?
far,
How
but-
soon? We're still all
It
stuff.
just got
okay, I was gonna say
confirmed.
because then I'm sorry.
Because there was a
Cousin
petition that
Jopa,
went around.
Because that means that Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood's still gonna be on hold. Because then I would be watching Tokyo Ghoul.
No, you got a while. There was a petition that went around, and I think they just confirmed that it was gonna happen.
That's awesome, man. We love to
So
see
we
it.
got time.
That's cool because then for people who have not seen Tokyo Ghoul, but maybe it's on their watch list, that means that they're gonna be able to go and see it in Mappa's, interpretation.
I have a feeling it's gonna be very similar to what happened with Trigun Stampede. I don't know if you guys saw anything about that. So Trigun originally came out when Cowboy Bebop came out. That was like the original rivalry, and they did a full
That's awesome. I say.
a full CGI remake of Trigun with
Really?
Trigun Stampede. And it was actually really good.
Oh.
Because
So-
you hear about certain anime that go through like they kind of make the animation more modern to times on how things are. Because you think about like certain, so one that comes to mind is that there's scenes over that I saw of Hunter x Hunter and how the first style of art, right, and how it looked so much
It's
different.
like grainier.
Yeah, and the characters
Yeah.
look so different, right? And then so there's been different like new
Iteration.
animation.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's
And,
still like really great stories, really great animes, but they kind of like age out of like the modern animation, the modern quality.
Yeah.
So
Unless you're Cowboy Bebop.
Well, I mean, the thing is too, even with Cowboy Bebop, like,
It's
What's
still got that
crazy
grainy nostalgic feel.
is that like it ended with one season, you know, and there's so many people that wanted more, you know, and the fact that they didn't, like, it's kind of crazy. And I would have thought that if Cowboy Bebop would have, the live action adaptation would have been good, then it would have again like the fandom would have just been craving for more Cowboy Bebop, and that would have been kind of like the push that maybe it needed. I don't know exactly why things ended the way they ended. Maybe for all I know, the creator wanted to just kind of do it there and whatever. I
For
don't
the
know.
first season, like why ended it once, dude? That was his ending. He was happy with his story
There we
because it
go.
leaves it up to interpretation. That's what he wanted,
Yeah.
and I love it.
Josh is asking us, did we see the new Attack on Titan trailer?
I
I
did.
have,
And,
I have not.
I don't know if you have. I haven't.
It's like the quickest, like 15 seconds.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. That'll make me mad.
Yeah.
It's
It'll make me want to see more.
We'll have to go.
I
I'll
remember
have to
I
see
was
that
like,
for
oh,
sure
it's
after.
30 seconds. It's because half of it is like the
The
Yeah.
image with the date and the
the image with the
credits
date and the when the release date, November 20th, I think, is when Attack on Titan comes back.
we're so fucking
So,
close.
whew,
We're so fucking close.
November 20th. I'm kind of like, yay, it's so quick, but also I'm like, oh, it's so quick.
We're
like,
2
aw.
months away.
And then
Yeah.
we'll be done.
It's crazy, right?
Well, we won't be. We'll still be here every Sunday.
I mean,
Yeah, we'll see here.
this won't, but Attack on Titan.
hour and
Damn,
30
they're
minutes.
saying
Yep, it's a
hour
movie.
and 30 minutes, November 4th.
November 4th, not 20th, November 4th. Wow, less than 2 months.
That's crazy.
And it's an hour and 30 minutes long.
I'm so excited.
Oof.
I'm gonna have so much popcorn.
Oh, I just said let's all watch the latest dub. I watched it 2 times so far. Let's do it. You
But
know
let's
what?
do it.
This week has been such a crazy week that I feel like I didn't even have the time to really go ahead
Yeah, I
and sit
haven't
down
watched it
and
either.
do that, with just the preparations for, the OVA and just like obviously the birthday week and stuff like that, and kind of just making sure everything's kind of all taken care of in terms of, just
We got another
I haven't
puppy.
stopped
and
moving
stuff.
since
And we got another
dealing with
puppy
that.
and yeah.
I haven't literally stopped moving since Wednesday. I'm like
Yeah.
constantly.
So I need to go ahead and watch that dub for sure. But all right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and continue on here. Again, this is gonna be an awesome OVA episode because the glitch scene that we saw last week, we decided that we're gonna go ahead and try to just break it down frame by frame and just kind of talk about maybe what the significance of the frame and why they're showing it, right? And well, yeah, exactly. We're just gonna go ahead and kind of just break down from what we remember, how it was significant. And I think it's gonna be fun, guys. It's gonna be fun to go ahead and kind of do that. It's something I haven't done and really gone frame by frame with the glitch scene, because it scared me so much. I just didn't want to go ahead and,
Nightmare,
revisit
nightmare,
it.
nightmare.
But before we do that, guys, we have a Q&A and a poll question. So without further ado, Lexi, I'll let you go ahead and begin, and you decide which one you want to start with.
Yeah, so I'm going to start off with the poll. And last week, this was in reference to the ending of season 3, episode 12. We asked, how would you react to the unexpected admiration from the citizens?
Oh.
And it's where we get a very different reaction from all of these characters,
The characters that we see.
So it's when They're about to go on to that expedition, that big mission to go back to Shiganshina to get to that basement.
Yep, exactly.
And they're all on the wall, on top of the wall, getting ready for the expedition. You have all these citizens below cheering them on. You have Flagle screaming at Hanji, yelling
in his big
good luck.
mouth.
Yeah, and everyone's like, "Oh, well, he kind of told everyone that what our mission is and what we're doing." So, but
what makes us
we're getting admiration, which normally the scouts, the past couple of times,
kind of segue into
all the scouts have gotten nothing but like, you guys aren't doing anything. Like, all of our precious tax money is being wasted, like keeping you guys fed and like all this horrible stuff. And now finally, it's like, oh, they're doing good. Let's cheer them on.
And for some scouts, they said that this is the first time ever that they've seen this.
They've ever seen had a send off like
in
that.
their lifetime, you know.
Positive send off.
Yeah.
Like normally their send offs are just like.
There's crowd there that are gathered and they're just watching them go ahead and do their mission and you know they're expecting things to go bad.
Yeah.
Right?
Just being like, well, every time you leave and you come back, more people die.
Yeah.
People always die. Like, what are we doing?
And this is the first time that instead of watching them just, you know, go outside those walls, they're actually showing support and admiration for the scouts and what they do for the citizens.
Like, there's hope.
Yeah.
There's hope in the citizens for the scouts.
So I'm excited to see how our friends voted. And I'm excited to see how we voted.
Yeah.
Because I know that we all have different personalities and stuff like that. That's what makes this podcast so amazing is that, you know, we all have different personalities and stuff, you know, and yeah. So, Lexi, what are the choices that we have here that we could vote?
So the choices we have here on reference to all the different characters' reactions. So first we have Hanji, who just looks confused because Flagle's over here yelling at her, and she's like, "What? Who? How did you find out?
Yeah, exactly.
What's going on?"
There's not much else behind Hanji's reaction other than she could tell she's just confused.
Yeah, she's just like, all right.
She's confused.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we have Levi, who of course is being Levi and not changing his expression at all. We have Levi being annoyed and unfazed.
That's Levi.
Pretty much.
That's Levi.
Yeah.
Pretty much in every circumstance, he was just unfazed, and then we see that he was annoyed because obviously he's the one that said, "All right, who opened their big mouth or whatever."
Yeah,
stuff, you know?
like what a big mouth Flagle has.
Yeah,
like, for
and
telling everyone
we did
what our
order all of
mission
our
is.
meat from Flagle.
Yeah.
And I don't think that Levi's the type of guy where he likes to be the center of attention.
No.
Oh no.
I think he very much just wants to do his thing.
He's very
and
much
just be
like,
there
okay.
and quiet, which is something we kind of talked about too, like last week as well, right? I can't remember if it necessarily was a question or a poll question in regards to it.
Yeah, we did the why do you
Q&A, right?
Yeah, why do you think Levi's always alone?
Would always go ahead and kind of distance
Pretty much
himself,
just said
right?
because he has trauma.
Yeah, trauma. Yeah. So, but yeah, Levi obviously took the admiration as he was annoyed and obviously very much unfazed. Now, who else do we have?
Next we have Sasha, Connie, and John, which are embracing it with joy. You can see all of them
absolute
arms
pure
up,
joy,
cheering,
yes.
like just don't worry, you can count on us.
Yes,
like doing the whole.
If I was in that crowd, I'd be like, "Oh, we're fucking dead."
I know.
those three were like, "We got you."
It's funny because in the background you have like Hanji, Irvin, and like Hanji, Irvin, and Levi, and then you have like behind them is like Mikasa, Armin, and Aaron, and they're all like looking at them like.
Yeah.
Like really?
Who invited them? Like, why are they here?
These guys are the Levi squad.
I know literally these are the new. This is the new Levi squad. Okay.
Yeah.
They're a bit louder than the last one.
Yeah, and speaking of Irvin, he's the last choice with fueled with motivation and passion, which of course we get an amazing Irvin speech, little yell at the end.
The thing is, it wasn't
with his
necessarily
one
like,
arm that he has in the air.
And it wasn't like a long speech. It pretty much was like the perfect just speech to give to motivate and give hope to humanity.
Yeah.
You know, which was very weird how he, at least for me, how he embraced admiration because, you know, he
usually is very stoic.
He's very stoic. He's very stern. He's very just like and to see him just like
you see him just let's go retake that,
pumping
like
up
that.
the crowd, you know, like full on freaking like if this was like a wrestler or whatever, just like like getting
when
ready.
I see Irwin, I always think of like what Freddie Roosevelt used to say. Or Teddy Roosevelt, he used to be like, speak softly and carry a big stick. And I'm like, that's Irwin. And then I saw that and I was like,
That's
Never
not Irvin.
mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. This man's loud and proud too.
Yeah, yeah, and it was cool to see, you know, because again, we
Very
saw
out of
that
character for it.
as he pumped up the crowd and gave them hope. That's exactly what his scouts needed.
Yeah.
Because then they're like I can just imagine being in that crowd, like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I'd be like, Irwin's pumped. I'm pumped.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm pumped too.
Zach's in the crowd, like, fired up, you know, and stuff and all that, and good stuff, man.
Parody. How are we feeling? Fired up.
And so that's cool. That's cool. So I'm very curious to see how our friends voted, and
Yeah.
even our friends here joining us here live in chat. If you want to go ahead and kind of
Let us know
tell
who
us how you
identify
voted.
with.
Yeah, Josh said easy vote. So let's see,
Okay.
Josh, tell us how you voted. So what are the results?
So starting in normal fashion from least voted to most voted, we have in the bottom is Levi, annoyed and unfazed, with 12%.
Okay, so there's not a lot of Levi's out there in the world. Okay?
Yeah.
Hey, Levi is a very particular man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have 12% of our viewers would be annoyed and unfazed if we just started cheering them on.
Okay.
And then we have next at 23%, Hanji, which would be confused.
Okay. Confused. Gotcha.
Yeah, confused is a pretty. Yeah, you're getting cheered on. You're like, what? Why are you what?
Yeah.
Positive reinforcement.
I know. What
Yeah.
are you doing?
What is
Why?
this?
And just thinking again about what the dynamic usually is.
Yeah.
How there isn't any kind of
Always
support or love,
dependent.
you know?
Yeah.
So I guess, okay. So
Because we did
confusion.
say unexpected admiration.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, how are you reacting to that?
Yeah.
And then,
Spoiler alert.
and then we have with 30%, Sasha, Connie, and Jean embracing it all with joy, which means that just as I Repent has said,
Yes.
top voted is Irvin, fueled with motivation and passion, which is at 35. So it
35%.
actually is all pretty close.
Yeah, all pretty well kind of like spread
for
out,
Levi.
except for Levi,
Yeah,
of
except
course.
for Levi. Leave it at 12%.
Yeah, that's very, very cool. Again, let us know
Awesome.
how you guys voted. So I want us now to go ahead and kind of talk about how we voted. So if I'm a betting man, I'm gonna guess the fired up guy probably is in the majority.
Yeah.
So Zach, you want to go ahead
The
and kind of
fired
tell me
up
if I'm
guy.
right or wrong?
I love Irwin. I love Irwin. I was like,
Yeah.
ah!
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I figured the fired up is
I would
sure
give
gonna
my
go out
life for
there.
parody.
And yeah, I think that you would definitely embrace the crowd like that for
Oh,
sure. You know,
100%.
if you're especially if you were in like a leadership role, then yeah, I think you would definitely go ahead and do that to pump up the crowd and also with your fellow soldiers and get them pumped up as well.
Yeah.
You know, Zach, you could be a really good hype man for sure.
I
So
am. Well, you haven't seen Dragon Ball Abridged.
no.
That's Vegeta's thing. Where Trunks is like, do you believe your own hype that much? And Vegeta's like, I am the hype. He loses it. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very cool. Interesting. So Heisa is in the minority in the votes, and he says that he is Levi. He would go ahead and take it as the admiration. He would be unfazed, and he would be annoyed.
Yeah.
So
So we could be
interesting.
quiet together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very, very interesting. Lexi, how did you vote?
I was stuck between voting for Hanji or Irvin, because yes, it would fuel me with motivation, but I would also be confused because I would probably just want to figure out like, why are you doing this? Like, who told you about this? How do
Yeah.
you know about this? I mean, thank you, but also I want to know why.
Who snitched?
Yeah.
Who's getting stitches?
So I think because of my intense want
Good
to
point,
know
SP.
why, I think I voted for Hanji.
Oh, Hanji.
That
Okay.
I would be confused.
Interesting. Well, SB says with all the hype from the crowd, it would be hard not to get fired up.
True.
Right.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
have all these citizens shouting at you from the wall. I mean, if they could hear them.
Especially if they're name dropping you, like
I know.
Flagle's like, yeah, Hanji.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, oh, who's saying my name? What?
Even that one random person who was just like, "Hey, Captain Levi, thank you so much for saving our town," or whatever and
yeah,
stuff, you know.
saving our city.
Yeah.
Like, what? I don't know who
Levi's
you
just
are,
like,
but you're
"Shut up."
welcome.
It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know you.
I don't know you. Yeah.
I don't know you.
For me, this was kind of difficult because I can't see myself being all of them except for Levi. Mm-hmm. I don't think I would be annoyed.
I would like to guess on who you.
Do you want to guess on how I feel
like you voted.
Sasha, Connie, Jean.
Yeah.
You think so?
Like you're gonna complete our little trinity.
Yeah.
So I was stuck between two, and that is one of them.
Okay.
And the other one is
He goes, but that's not the one I picked.
the other one is Hanji.
Okay.
Ooh.
And so as I was, because again, when I'm thinking about my response and my answers to this, of course, I'm overthinking it.
Yeah.
I'm putting myself in the situation.
Yeah.
I am up there on top of that wall with all of my fellow scouts. How am I interpreting this sudden praise? And as I kind of gathered my thoughts and tried to go ahead and again, just be very, very much an empath and be like, all right, how am I, what am I feeling? And
Where?
sorry, Zach, I was leaning towards
You lean towards
Hanji.
Hanji?
And I think for me that I would go ahead and knowing that the crowd, this is something that they never did, I think that I would just be there asking like, hey, like, what's going on? Like,
Yeah. Like,
did we do
what
something?
What are we doing?
Like
I
something
feel
different?
like I feel like I totally see that for you. But if I was there, I'd be shaky. I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, and so again, that's different. So if the three of us were up there, I feel like the three of us would
We
be
would be
Sasha,
Connie,
Jean, and Connie. Yeah. You know,
Because we would
So,
feed off of each other.
Yeah.
While they were feeding off
I would definitely be the Jean. You know, you'd be the Sasha, and you'd be the
Damn
Connie in
straight.
that.
Yeah.
I'm the cue
You know,
ball, baby.
Yeah, I know
I'm the
that.
cue
I know
ball.
that I would be the horse face in that dynamic, but
You'd be the one picking a fight with Aaron. Being like, I love you, Mikasa.
and if the three of us were definitely up there, then yeah, that one is easily, that's where my vote is going. I know that we would be like just embracing and again, just being joyful of the admiration. So yeah, but for me, if it was just me up there, I think that I would be confused.
Yeah.
You know?
You'd be like, this is new.
Yeah, I'd be like, whoa, what is going on right now? What are
Yeah.
they like? Why are they doing this? You're like,
Yeah.
this has never happened before.
It's because they just made a bunch of money off
Yeah,
us for
yeah,
buying their
exactly.
meat.
I know. True.
Very
Thank
cool.
you so much for fixing our economy.
So Heist is saying that I'd only get hyped up if Irvin or Flock made a speech when we were leaving. Why are you putting Flock in the
Yeah.
same category as
Irvin or
Irvin, my
Flock?
friend?
Don't disrespect Erwin like that, bro.
He's a
Don't
Flock
disrespect
fan.
Erwin.
There are
like that.
times
Flock
where
fanboy.
you have a good potential, comment with Flock, but when you throw Flock in the same category as Irvin,
Flock and Erwin shouldn't be in the same sentence. Unless it's Erwin kills
I will
Flock.
say though, Flock does have a lot of true passion when it comes to his strong beliefs and he's willing to go ahead and fight for whatever he stands for, right? But giving speeches is not really his thing.
Yeah.
He's good at being a solid, like, right-hand man.
Thank you. I'm glad that I wasn't the only one who thought that.
Heist says he's going method.
Yeah.
And if we do nothing, parody will drown. I'm a sea of blood because our goal is worth fighting for the Eldian Empire. And that's where I would be on the wall, confused.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Like, what?
Why is Heise doing what?
Why are we
Shut up,
doing-
Flock.
I know.
I
Let Erwin
think that in this dynamic, I would be confused up there if Flock was doing this. Heise for sure would be full on, just like, sorry, Heise, you're not Levi in the situation. You're not even Irvin, but you are just embracing it with pure joy that knowing that Flock is doing it. So you are the Sasha, Connie, and Jean in that. And I think the three of us would be Hanji. Confused, like, why is Flock doing this? What is going on here?
I would be like, let Erwin speak.
You're like, okay, next.
Yeah. So awesome. Thank you all again for the amazing results, and not
Thank you
very
all for
surprised. Not very surprised by the results because, again, there's a lot of people that get hyped up.
Yeah.
But sorry, I put a damper on that one. So
Yay.
I saw you guys were like late.
You're like, oh, thank you guys for voting, and then just like kept going. We're like, okay.
The continuation of what? No, I will admit, Flock was advocating hard for Irvin to go ahead and survive, but I think because Flock was the one advocating this, that's why Irvin died. No, that's not true at all.
I wouldn't say continuation. That's what Armin is.
No.
Armin is our continuation.
Whether Armin likes it or not.
He didn't get this. He didn't choose.
Yeah.
Was it? He didn't choose the continuation life. The continuation life
It
chose him.
chose him. All right.
Torch was thrown at him, and he caught it.
Before we go ahead and get to the Q&A, there's something that I noticed when watching, going back from last week's episode and watching. I wanted to see Lexi's reaction to that clip, because obviously we didn't tell Lexi about the plan, right? Mm-hmm. But I noticed that I was watching the episode. At the end of it, Zach, you said something very interesting. Literally right at the end, as we were getting to close, you're talking about a baker's dozen.
God damn it!
Right?
No, I got punked on last night.
Did you?
The first thing he tells me is, just so you know, a baker's dozen is 13, not 10. And I was like, God damn it! Damn it! He goes, I thought you might be right, and I looked it up, but you were
said
wrong.
it with such confidence.
I know. You're
Right?
like, it's actually 10.
Because obviously I was getting ready to go ahead and close the stream, right? So I didn't really fully hear what you were saying. But then as I went back and I listened, right? And you said it with such just like, again, confidence that you were saying it like you knew you were right. And
that's why I didn't question anything.
I was thinking, oh shit, am I wrong?
No, literally, I was like, wait, is it like technically?
Is it really?
Well, the thing is,
was it originally 10, and then now we
Yeah.
all just think it's 13?
Earlier that day, I remember where I was watching. It was Two Bears, One Cave. It was Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer.
Yeah.
And they were talking about getting a baker's dozen, how people think they're ordering a baker's dozen because they're getting more bang for their buck, because it's just like a little bit, or it's a little bit cheaper, but you get 10 instead of 12. You're like saving money, or whatever the ratio was. And
maybe it's 10 because Bert Kreischer sneaks to 3.
Yeah.
So maybe he's like
Maybe
telling
it's a 3
people.
out.
He's
He's like,
telling
this is
people.
what
orders a baker's dozen,
He's
and
telling
Bert
people.
takes three of the donuts
Yeah.
or whatever.
And Bert Kreischer is another type where he will say something, and even if it's wrong, he says it so convincingly
Yeah.
that it's like,
He got me.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, it is. It is. It's 10.
He got me to have that same confidence going into it.
I didn't want to like fully just get into this discussion to like, again, put you on blast or whatever, but I just thought it was kind of a fun
it was so
conversation to go ahead and
I
mention.
sit down with my food, and that's the first thing I hear. By the way,
Who told you this?
who do you think told
Yeah,
me
who do
this?
you
It was
think?
it was dad, huh? It was dad, huh?
He turns around. He's like, just so you know, I looked it up.
I
baker's dozen
did
is-
my research, and you're wrong.
Yeah, he literally goes. Part of me believed you, but I had a feeling you were wrong, so I looked it up.
Yeah, I remember you said it, and you could like see my. I was like, oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So,
Like I fully
Baker's
believe you.
dozen is 13, but
Thank you
Yeah,
for
it's
fact checking me.
guys.
yeah.
Thank you
but
for the fact check.
still, I had to go
So
ahead
funny.
and kind of confirm myself too.
like, are we
yeah,
sure?
so you
So
wanna
funny.
you wanna go ahead and watch it again? Then just it's over on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's on Spotify. You can watch it there.
Interesting, Zach. You want to read Heise's question for you?
Yeah, this is a Jujutsu Kaisen question. Hey Zach, I have a question. Who was right for you? Did you think Geto was right or Gojo? I'm on Gojo's side all the way. Geto is just dumb. IMO. Now, okay. For how caught up are you on Jujutsu Kaisen?
Not at all.
I know you're not.
Yeah.
So basically, it's there's two sides of the same coin. The
Yeah.
end goal is both these people want to make sure that regular humans that aren't Jujutsu sorcerers can live a good life. But the only way that they can do that is by getting rid of curses. If that's the end goal.
Yeah.
Now, there's two ways you can get rid of curses. One, you can try to kill all the curses, but they respawn because they come from people's like heartbroken, like sorrowful emotions and like fear. Or you can kill off all of the non-Jujutsu sorcerers and then no more curses, because Jujutsu sorcerers will not create curses through negative emotion, only regular humans. So Geto is like, just kill all the non-Jujutsu sorcerers.
So it's like two different
Yeah.
ideologies, so to speak.
Yeah,
Kind of like
it's like the same goal, but very different meanings.
Very different, okay.
One's like we can kill all the non-sorcerers who are human, and then we'll stop having curses. And the other one's like, or we can just take out all the curses and save humans
interesting.
and not take away their lives.
So
I'm on
where do you-
Gojo's side, but
Gojo's,
I
okay.
understand why Geto gets to the point where he's at.
So you're in agreement with Heise.
Yes,
So Gojo's side. Interesting. Okay.
but like I feel like a lot of people just don't understand why.
So does that mean that Zach, in relation to agreeing with
I am not a
Heise,
Jaegerist.
that Zach is a Jaegerist?
I am not
That's
a
pretty much
Jaegerist.
what that means, right?
That's not what that means. I just don't want to. I don't want to watch the world burn. I'm
But now that I
okay.
think about it, I mean, if you go ahead and just kind of put the hair a little bit more down.
A little more.
It's a little
and then
bit
You just had
flock-esque.
little-
a little bit.
swirl.
You got a little bit of a flock. Whoa, you got a little bit of a flock going on right there, my friend.
Okay.
Whoa, even Josh saying, how could you? Interesting. You got the
Jaeger.
flock, bro. Whoa.
I am not a Jaeger.
Isaac, when Geto was killing in that scene, I was like, that
Yeah, let's not be spoiling Jujutsu
Dumb.
yet. Let these people watch it. But I would admit, the whole point of
That's a flock. That's Zoc.
Zoc, I'll take that.
Zoc.
But the beauty of it is what drives Geto, who's normally like a very compassionate person, to the point of being like, I would much rather kill off all non-sorcerers than kill off all the curses.
Yeah.
Because no matter what, all the curses are gonna die, and this will just be permanent. But it's what drives him there. All the events he has to go through.
Very, very interesting. All right. Well, thank you so much for that question,
Thank you.
All right. So now we have the Q&A, right, Lex?
Yes, we do.
Let's do it. And then we're going to go ahead and get into our breakdown.
So, this is in reference to what we're going to go over today. Being the outro glitch.
Yes.
So, we asked you guys, what was your first reaction to the outro glitch?
Damn.
So, we have actually a good amount of responses. This might be the most amount
hell
that
yeah.
we've
Let's
ever
hear
had.
'em. Let's hear the
So-
most.
Yeah, this might be the most response that we've ever had on
Hell
the Q&A.
yeah. Hell yeah. Another birthday gift. Thank you
New
so much.
record.
Yeah.
So first we have friend of the show, Bobby7. Hello, Bobby. Thank you so much
Yes,
for
we
your
love
loyalty
Bobby's
and
responses.
commitment to always responding.
What did Bobby say?
Bobby says, shook as a motherfucker. I was confused and holding my breath till it was over, y'all. I wondered what they did wrong.
Yes, yes, because exactly, we don't see what happened. Obviously, they left us with that scene, and
that's the ending of part one.
Yeah,
of season
it's just
3.
like even Josh said that we literally have to wait a year.
Yeah,
right.
we had to wait a year before we even get
And,
any kind of answers.
And whoa, yeah, that is exactly. And you know what? Where did they go wrong?
Yeah, well,
Because you can't help but think like, what happened?
what is going on? Why
Obviously,
are
this
we
is after the
get
fact.
here?
Yeah.
They look. I mean, you
In
can pretty
ruin,
much
there's
already.
blood.
You can pretty much already like put together that they went back to the walls.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But the fact that you see
That something went
certain
down.
characters with blood on them, certain
yeah,
whatever
certain
the case
characters
is.
are missing, and yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Which we'll get more into the analysis.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you, Bobby.
Thank
for
you,
that.
Bobby.
Next we
Yeah,
have
Bobby.
I Am Storm, also known as Heise here in
Heise.
chat.
Yeah.
Says, I typed in chat, what the hell? Yeah, he reacted live.
In all caps.
yeah,
all
in
caps.
all caps.
His first time
Yes.
watching it was with us.
Yeah, his first time watching
And
it
that's such a
live
beautiful
with
thing,
us.
man. I'm so cool that we were able to be a part of that. It's exactly like, what the hell?
Yeah, because
That is what's going through your mind when you're seeing just a scatter shot of frames, and even then you're getting like a very kind of split second, like creepy ass
You're like,
frame.
what does it mean?
What the hell?
You just
Yeah.
get a big
You know?
monkey going.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Ooga, ooh.
and it's so well done too, just with like the credits just full on glitching out, and then you're seeing like the blood dropping and stuff like that. It's just it's beautiful.
The
but-
audio, the
Yes.
music being all distorted.
Yeah.
Yes, it's so good.
So thank you for that, Heisen.
Yep,
I'm glad
thank
that we
you.
were able to be there for your first reaction.
Hell yeah.
Glad that we were your first.
Next we have from another friend of the show who's also joining us in chat. Oh yeah, that's SB.
SB, shout out SB. What did SB have to say?
Says fear, confusion, then dread. What could be so bad that everyone lost their minds?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Fear, confusion, then she went through like all the stages of grief. All stages of grief within that 45-second like little post-credit scene.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because
Absolutely.
how else are you supposed
Because-
to react?
How often do we see Mikasa lose her shit like that? Obviously, it always involves Eren.
Yeah.
But then you're thinking to yourself, okay,
This is
why did
towards
Levi do that?
Yeah.
Why did, oh my gosh, and then Mikasa, why does she react? And then she literally goes and she like gets the better of Levi.
Yeah.
In that moment, whether Levi just allowed it to happen, but so many things are going through your mind like,
Yeah.
what the hell?
True.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
Hi,
so-
Josh. Stage 1, denial.
Yeah, stage 1. Yeah, you're like, this isn't happening. My TV's glitching out. This is not happening.
Yeah.
So thank you for the SB. Next we have user Momo is a flamingo.
Interesting.
That's a
They
new one.
say, in quotes, in all caps, something big is about to go down.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah.
when do we ever
And
not think that in
what
Attack on
that
Titan?
big thing is?
The big, hairy thing?
Oh, that's true. But I was gonna say the colossal.
Oh,
That thing's going down for sure.
okay. There were a lot of big things going down.
But it was cool seeing that big hairy beast go down because full on just that stupid like you know the freaking little ripple effect of it.
His jaw,
Oh,
like
shout out Eddie! What up, Eddie?
Hello, Eddie,
Eddie's just
hello.
joining us and saying Levi is tired.
Levi is tired. Yeah. That's why he let me because I get the better of it.
Yeah,
It was just like, okay.
yeah, he's just a little exhausted. I
so
don't blame him
tired.
because he did
He
a lot.
is exhausted.
Yeah.
He did a lot.
He
is.
Yeah.
He's like on
After all
the brink of just
that-
collapsing.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. Momo is a flamingo. Cool
Yes.
username. Next we have from user Aliyah Yancey 2004. They say, I was like, oh shit, they're all gonna die.
Oh yes, the good old Mark Ruffalo.
I know. I was gonna say everyone died. I mean, well, not
Everyone died.
everyone.
I mean, not everyone.
A lot.
Some people die.
Am I in trouble?
Whoa! Eddie says, "Hey guys,
Hey.
I'm at an expo, and it's so loud. I went outside to listen to the
Yeah.
stream. Wow!
Hey, thank you for your commitment.
What expo's
Whoa.
going on
Wow.
today?
But
Eddie, I hope you're having a great time over at the expo. Yeah, what's
Yeah.
the expo? We love to go ahead and get some little
I'll
insight.
be there in an hour.
yeah.
That's cool,
We'll
man. I
meet
hope
you
you're having
there.
a great time there, and thank you so much again for the support and just tuning in to us. We're always happy whenever you join us live, my friend. But yeah, so the thought too that like everybody dies again.
There's the 626 Comic Expo today.
Oh, cool, nice.
Oh.
But you only see limited characters,
Yeah.
and you're like, shit. What happened to everybody
Where's
else?
everyone else? There's
Is everybody
it's
else
like
literally
in
gone?
ruin. The like
You
town
obviously
is,
see destruction in the
Yeah.
background.
Everyone's
you
covered
know?
in blood. Everyone like Aaron's like missing teeth. Like
Yes.
everyone-
Yeah.
Levi's
There's a
literally
lot.
steaming with Titan blood, and you're
Yeah.
like, but you don't see any Titans, and you're
Yeah,
like,
so you're
what's
like,
going
what
on?
See
happened?
the Titan marks that he has on his face, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
Aaron
see
has his
Aaron
Titan
has
marks
Titan
on
marks.
still.
Yeah.
So you're like, what is going
Mikasa's
on?
just like in a full panic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, thank you for that, Aaliyah. Yeah, that's a very reasonable reaction.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Next we have from Shiny Laurantis. Hello,
Laurantis.
friend of the show, Shiny Laurantis. They say, I never knew it happened. Probably skipped it and started AOT when season 3 was out already. Yeah, so they,
Oh.
Just
They
gloss
never
over
watched
next
it.
episode.
yeah.
Boop.
Which
Wow.
I'm surprised we didn't do. I think we were so invested that it was just like, there's still some left.
Yeah.
Like, let's just, there's more time left.
Either that or, sometimes we would go ahead because we're so invested in what's going to happen next. You stick around for the narrator of the Armin.
Yeah,
Give him a little
yeah.
preview.
Like we'll go through.
Well, you
We're
guys
probably
would also,
fast
you guys would
forwarding. We're
also
like,
talk
what's that?
during the credit scene too. You like discuss what just happened.
Yeah, it's true.
And then I'm
you
sure
go
you guys were
ahead and
discussing.
Oh,
and it just
yeah,
popped up,
true.
and you were like, what?
yeah.
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 We were probably like trying to fast forward through to like get to the up next, and then we just saw
Yeah.
we're like, there's a lot. Hold on, let's go back.
Yeah, something's gonna
There's a lot
happen.
of that.
Something's gonna happen here.
Because I remember
Yeah.
I was like, cool, that's a lot more time than usual.
Yeah.
Never
Like,
mind.
let me just
Let it play through.
Yeah. But sorry about that, Shiny Laurantis. You didn't get to experience it. Well, I mean, we didn't experience it while everyone else did, but we still got that first time reaction.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you were able to get the reaction because of us.
Yep.
But thank you for that. Next, we have Hater Xenon, also known as I Repent, in here in chat.
Ooh,
He
right.
responds with just a photo. So,
What is it?
and it just says distraught. And it's
What
like
the
a
heck?
little, like, a little,
It's missing a
like
tooth.
emoji
Yeah,
that's
it's
like Aaron?
missing a tooth. Yeah. He's missing a tooth and he just like has like eye bags and it's just distraught. Like that was his face that he made when the scene came up, when it started glitching out. Her
Yeah.
little foot stepping in the puddle started repeating itself and just what? What's happening? Yeah. Another very reasonable reaction. Yeah, that was really funny. I repent. Thank you for that. Next we have from friend of the show joining us in chat as well, Eddie. Eddie
Oh,
Hinston
very cool.
says, I thought my TV wasn't working, LMAO.
Yeah, because it's such a weird thing. You
Yeah,
know?
you're like, is it glitching out? What's
Yeah.
happening? Yeah, another crazy thing. Speaking of Eddie, we asked about him, what expo he's at. He said, "Oh, it's just the generic Sweet 15 expo. I'm just here for work purposes, but I'm glad I get to come on here on the stream and interact with you guys live." Yeah, we love when
Eddie.
whenever you join us, Eddie. Thank you for your commitment.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Our residential
that's a
Aaron
pretty
Yeager.
that's a pretty cool place to be for work. So I hope you're having fun, and I hope it's not too much work.
Yeah, hopefully you get to
Living
just
life.
enjoy the expo.
Yeah.
But again, appreciate you just joining us, man, and interacting with us.
Yeah. Thank you,
Yeah,
man.
thank you.
So thank you for also your response, Eddie. Next we have from Andrew122 says, "It thrilled and terrified me."
Yeah.
Yeah. Thrilled and terrified. Yeah, because you're both like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to know what's next," but also like, do I want to know?
I think also too, I mean, yeah, for sure. Thrilled. But also the fact that like Josh said, like we have to wait a year to find out what's happening.
Yeah, if you're watching it like in the same time as the releases, then yeah.
Venomous Drapion. Drapion.
Oh, hello. We just read your
what's up?
hello. Hello.
Venomous Drapion.
Hello.
Drapion is, fun fact, in my top 10 Pokemon.
Really?
We just went over your
Is
response.
also Pokemon related as well, right?
Yeah, Lurantis is a Pokemon.
Laurantis is, yeah.
There's Lurantis and then Drapion. Drapion, way better.
Yeah, we just went over your response right now. Yeah, pretty cool. Sorry that you didn't get to see it on your own, but still a reaction nonetheless. But thank you for that, Andrew122, for that response. Thank you. Next we have from RenaNell9614. Always look forward to your responses.
Yep.
They say, in quotes, "What the hell?" So pretty much
Yeah.
same reaction as Heise.
The Heise.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
The same reaction, because like you said, how else are you supposed to react? Thank you for that, Rena Nell. Next we have from user named Delaney. Hello, Delaney. Says, "It was scary, but really cool."
Oh,
That's
okay.
also a good way to describe it. Yeah, I also
agree.
thought that it was like really interesting.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, it's cool that
It was
they're
a
doing
very
this out of the
Nice
box.
surprise.
Yeah.
But again, yeah, it's a surprise where you're like, it leaves you literally just like spiraling.
Yeah.
Sure.
And you're like,
You know?
what do I do now?
I'm gonna find the image that was my response.
Thank you for that, Delaney. Next
Yeah.
we have from user ACW0818
All right.
says, "It still gives me chills every time.
Yeah.
I'll never recover." Yeah, like same here. Like I still
Even knowing the outcome,
Yeah.
it's still like, even when we watched it back last week, I agree. The freaking chills were there.
definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Without
It's
a
just
doubt
like,
in my mind.
whoa. Like it's just like so unexpected, which is what makes it scarier.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh no. Like you said, like we already know the outcome, we know what happens, we're already expecting it, but it's still just like such a cool little thing that they decided to do, and
chills down my spine.
yeah. So yeah, we're all in agreement with you, ACW0818. We all very much agree with you. And last but not least response we have from B-Dog with a Bone.
Oh.
Got that dog in him.
That's a pretty cool username. B-Dog with a Bone just says, "I was terrified."
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for all of your responses, guys. All your responses are really cool. Love hearing what your guys' first reaction was.
And that is a record, right?
Yeah,
I think so.
I
So
think
that's
so.
awesome.
We had a good amount.
So thank you all so much again for the responses. Yeah. So
You guys are awesome.
Yep.
how did you react to it, Lex? Even though
I was
both
there. I mean, you were there. What? I was there.
Yeah, you were there.
You were there.
Yeah.
We were like, what?
People are like, what did we just watch?
I know, what?
Did we
What?
just
What's
see?
happening? Like, I think we just,
low-key,
like-
on the brink of spiraling.
Yeah, we just went like pure silence.
We had to go back and see it again. We're like, hold on, what's happening here? Why is Levi doing this? What's going on here?
What is, like, there's so much little fine details to unpack. I mean, given that's Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
But like, oh my gosh.
Absolutely insane.
And Zach, do you have your?
It's funny that you said a specific word, because my word was spiraling.
Yeah.
And I literally was like, this was me. I was like, I need all these stills right now.
That's Zach's reaction.
Zach with the
I was
always
like,
sunny.
here. I'm gonna borrow Lexi's cam. I was like, this was me. I was like, I need to get all these stills on this camera.
To get all of it down.
And I need to put all these stills on the wall and map this all out and figure out.
Which is funny enough what we're going to do right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna do that right now.
Finally, I get my fix.
So
Years later.
again, thank you everybody for the responses and for the results for the Q&A and for the poll question. Make sure you guys tune in, of course, for the Q&A that we put out on Fridays and the poll questions that we put on Saturdays.
Yep. Always appreciate you guys' interaction.
Okay, so now what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to go ahead and just have fun with discussing on what we see with these frames, right? We don't have to get completely analytical about it. We obviously know the story.
I have notes. I'm going to get...
So Alexia has the notes. For me, I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of just talk about. I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about what.
cool. We see a key.
With what I go ahead and I kind of notice what pops into my mind, and
I have an article talking about it from the worker's point of view. From the animator's point of view.
Yeah, that's a cool point of view to have.
And they talk with Isayama directly.
Oh, okay.
And I'll go into that a bit later too.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yama tells them.
Hell yeah.
Some of us have done our research.
So let's go ahead and let's do this, guys. Yeah, exactly. You guys too also here in chat, just go ahead and let us know what you guys see over in these frames. We want to go ahead and be just break this thing down together.
I seen the big monkey.
Yeah, we have two. I'll put my thinking cap on, trying to be very analytical, and then we just see. I seen the big monkey.
So let's see. How do I get to the? There it is. So, normal credits. I'll do my best to go ahead and try to pause it accordingly. This is a live show, guys, so
Yeah,
I might have to go back a little bit.
we'll prove to you that it's live.
I know we're not just pre-recorded robots. We're not chat GPT bots.
So this is just a normal outro that we see, right? This is all
Josh, Historia. Burn over the wall.
Yeah, that's just the normal outro,
Historia
man.
falls.
Bubbles.
I think it was you, right? Right, Josh? You mentioned you're gonna add this song or something to like a playlist or whatever.
Yeah, I like the song.
Grisha and Aaron.
So already off to a great start. As I missed the first one.
Missed it.
Knew it was gonna happen.
It's okay.
I didn't think it was gonna happen so early on.
It's just that quick. The animator's just really.
Oh.
Yeah.
So this is our first
There
frame
he
that we
is.
got, guys. All right. So obviously this is Levi.
We have
this
a
is
bloody Levi.
right? Do we know exactly from what scene this is? When this happens?
I'm
We
trying to
also-
tell
I
from
can't
the
even
view in the
remember what
background
he's
whether he's in a field or if he's within the wall.
Well, there's
With it.
steam around him.
Josh
so
himself
I'm
is
not
saying that's the
sure.
shot of Levi. It's him asking, "Do you guys have any idea?"
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I remember through my research. At the time when people had seen this, obviously they see the blood is evaporating off of him because
Yeah.
they're like, that's not. I mean, we know now that's not Levi's blood.
Yeah.
That's the blood of the other Titans
All the
that he's
Titans that
taken
he
down,
literally had to
as
go and
well as the
slaughter.
Beast Titan
Yeah.
that he has slaughtered. But at the time, apparently, there was a lot of people theorizing that Levi's a Titan because they thought it was his blood that was evaporating off of him.
Oh shoot! You know what? You're right. I do remember that theory.
Yeah, a lot of people were theorizing like Levi's a Titan.
You know what blows my mind is how even though that even in the dub, they still use, if I'm not mistaken, that Japanese clip where he goes "Omaiwa,"
Yeah,
which basically
Oh,
like
really?
that's what they're using.
yeah.
Wow.
They're using the Japanese clip, and
Even in the dub, from
even
what I
in the
remember,
dub, it's still intentionally in Japanese.
is intentionally "Omaiwa," which is I don't know if you've never seen Berserk, but there's a scene where the whole like "Omaiwa mo shinderu nani deru," and then he
Yeah.
dies. So it's basically
Interesting. But yeah, so obviously this is Levi, Bloody Levi. We know that he himself had to go ahead in order to get to the Beast Titan, had to slaughter each and every Titan that was in his way, which we know literally there was like a wall of Titans. And that's such a
Yeah.
cool moment because before Zeke knew right? Being the Beast Titan, and as he was killing the scouts going on this suicide march, but essentially they were the distraction so that Levi can get to the Beast. I love the moment, man, when he's just like, "What's this?
Yeah.
My
Titans have
fallen." And then before he even can react, Levi just tears into
already.
it, man.
And while he's like reacting while it's happening, is this Levi?
Yeah. Well, this is cool.
Duh.
Look what Josh is saying. It says those Titans that were there standing there as a wall, right? They were modeled after the sub voice actors.
No way.
Whoa.
That's so funny.
That is really, really cool.
That's cool.
You know, I've heard some stuff too about how I know that there are Titans of like celebrities kind of, you know, hidden in there and stuff like that. You know?
The Freddie Mercury Titan.
Yeah, Freddie Mercury, you know, there's also one too. There's like a Bob Odenkirk one, I believe, too, somewhere in there. You know, there's different ones that are celebrities.
Based
but also,
on different,
It's cool too, because I think they might even have like people who are actually involved with, you know, just the creating of
the creators and producers
and stuff. And so that's cool. Anything else we want to add to this one?
I had something and I lost it.
Okay, I do like though that says I remember there's a weird roar. Is this what the sound is? Or is this I don't know.
What is that sound? Yeah, I don't know.
So Lo says, why should I be scared of one soldier? Yeah. Well, that one soldier, like Rhina tried warning you.
I remember what I was gonna say.
Okay.
The crazy part is if Zeke didn't send those Titans, Levi would have been screwed.
Yeah.
Like, Levi doesn't win. It's an open field. There's no place to use your ODM game. By the time you're close enough to attach, you're done.
Yeah.
He's going to throw a pebble at you and you're dead.
Yeah. So in a weird way, he set kind of Levi up to go ahead and get to him without him even being fully aware. He thought he was covering his bases and getting...
And Levi took his strategy and used it against
him. In reality,
him.
it was kind of helping Levi.
SB says, the Titan that killed Mike looks like Nick Kroll.
Nick Kroll.
Now, do you guys know what Nick Kroll looks like? Nick Kroll
the guy
is a
from,
he's the voice actor for like
he does
all
Big
the
Mouth
Big Mouth.
Yes, Big Mouth.
Yeah.
He's the kid with the big ass forehead.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what's funny is that I never even really thought about that, but now that you just mentioned that, SB, that's the only thing I'm going to be thinking of.
The big nose and
I want to see it again.
The big eyes. But that's all I have for this.
That's all we have for this one. So I'm going to go ahead and continue on. Normal stuff.
Ready?
Oh,
we
pass that
see
one up.
A crispy something.
Pass that one up.
Perhaps
so we're
a
gonna go
crispy
back to it.
blonde boy.
I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
All right. So this one here, the quality is not the best because of how I paused it, but I'm afraid to unpause and try to go and pause it and miss it again. But
let's just leave
we have it there. And like Lexi said, crispy body.
Josh goes, huge spoiler.
Huge spoiler.
Yeah, huge spoiler.
Huge spoiler.
Yeah, we just know that it's a scout. I mean, at this point.
You can even see, you can still see.
You can see the ODM gear.
you can see the full ODM gear. You could see the full straps, the full boots.
The bands, the bandages, the wraps, the whatever, the clothing, the attire, the boots.
And yeah, you can definitely tell it's a scout. Now, watching this, and you can imagine breaking this down and saying...
He's missing a leg.
And you're saying something, right? You're like, okay, we don't know. This is something that, like, imagine seeing this live and you're like, I need to go and see each frame. And you see this.
Yeah.
Now, your mind is spiraling.
Yeah.
Which scout do we lose? Because you got to think, this is thrown in there very, very quickly, like literally split second.
Yeah.
Because it's who the hell do we lose? Why are they burnt to a crisp? What is going on?
Where did their leg go?
Also, Iropen says a very interesting... He says, wait, don't his clothes get burnt completely off?
That's true.
Yeah, he doesn't have a... I don't remember Armin having like a shirt, and this one has a shirt.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if it's more like it's burnt into his skin.
Oh, okay.
Like the lower part of the torso, because you have to understand, like, his legs are also getting blown away, so those are farther away from the source of heat.
Yeah, so logically just trying to think about the effects and where the heat would be and whatnot and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point though, Josh. you can clearly see from his hand, right, that obviously is torched. You can't see the upper body, right? And from Armin, we know that obviously upper body, he looks like he's completely exposed. I was all burned off, like Zach was saying. And he obviously loses literally like all the
moisture, all color, everything from
hair,
his face.
even just everything, you know, and stuff. Like even like the
his eyebrows.
Yeah, it's just
his
all
nose hair, his nose.
I want to say even I was like, am I thinking correctly? Did he actually lose like facial, like actual, like
looks like
eyelids
he
or
like
whatever?
lost
Did he lose
like his lips
and stuff? Like did he lose like, you know, like the freaking
he's
nose?
lost pretty
Like
much everything.
did he lose his nose
Like,
and stuff? You know,
I don't think he has eyeballs.
Did the ears
They
get
probably like evaporated.
burned off too? You know, it's like
That's why his Titan doesn't have ears.
Yeah, that's why.
the way he's referring to, I like it. I says he's like a mummy without the toilet paper.
Yeah, like those, like
I mean,
he's
that's very
mummified
accurate.
without the actual
Back then, it
wrapping.
was like-
That's very accurate.
Yeah. But yeah, just his very self-explanatory frame, but it gets more and more weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I
this
mean,
is,
obviously, knowing what we know now, we're like,
this
oh,
is-
okay, Armin's crispy little body, but you
Bacon
see that at
fingers.
the time, and you're like, huh?
Yeah.
Who's burnt alive?
Yeah. Exactly.
Got those bacon wrapped hot dog fingers.
Yeah. Extra crispy. Please. All right. Normal. Missed it. We're gonna go back every single one. I'm gonna miss every single one.
Yeah.
We get Armin. All right. So now, who the hell is this?
At the time, we didn't know. At the time, we had no
World may
idea.
never know.
But that's Dinah. I was trying to remember how to pronounce her name. That would be Dinah, and that's actually the photo that they find in
They
the
find.
basement of what pretty much one of the only things that Grisha left behind. Connie's mom.
I
Oh,
say, who is that? Connie's mom? Oh, yeah.
no, it's Dinah.
That's the Carla killer herself.
Yes.
That's the family photo where you have Grisha on the left, and then on actually you can kind of see the top of his head, but that's Zeke on her lap.
yeah.
And yeah. And funny enough, the still right after this, I believe, is the Smiling Titan.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. So that's huge foreshadowing there.
Yeah, just being like, oh,
You
here's
know?
that. And then there's, yeah, just like casually throwing Dinah in there. I agree. I repent. That's pretty, I mean, given this whole thing is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, you have to understand, like, we are, at this point in time when this came out, we have no clue what Marley even is.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
we have no idea what's beyond
We
the
don't know
walls,
about-
let alone beyond the sea.
We don't know about the first family from Grisha. What's weird
We don't
is
even
that,
know that Zeke and Aaron are related at this point.
at this point, yeah. But what's weird is that when we do see that photo, it's after Zeke tells Aaron, "You look nothing like our father," or something, you know.
Yeah.
And then obviously just insinuating that, you know, they are related. You know, which is weird because you see this man who has a beard,
And he's blonde.
and you're thinking that, okay, like what is how are they related?
Yeah.
wait,
what do you
what?
mean?
yeah.
Father, right?
And the thing is, he's like, you look nothing like our father. Like, bro, you're blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wear glasses like
No,
Dad
what do you
did.
mean you look nothing like?
And I've never met you before in my life. Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean,
Yeah.
our father? You crazy.
No, you're
son.
the blonde one.
You're a big monkey.
It's blonde AJ.
blonde AJ. Yeah.
No,
Honestly, I mean, the more I got the beard, the more I just see it for sure.
Yeah.
But SB, where's that smile?
Where's that
we're gonna see it soon.
smile? Yeah, it's very small when she was a human, but when she turns Titan, we've seen it
Oh yeah.
in our
It's
nightmares.
crazy. Yeah. that way, like, let's see right now. Let's see Zach do it. I want to see Zach do it.
Zach's
Show us that smile, Zach. There,
Yeah.
there it is. We're watching it over on our side with the we have the delay, so we're able to go ahead and see it. But yeah, it's crazy. Justice, I think that if you use the comma key, you can go frame by frame. Okay, comma. Let's go see it. Watch it. It's just like deletes our entire thing.
know.
Whatever.
Oh my god.
But again, kind of continuing on with this. I mean, this is very, very strange because the idea of again going and trying to look frame by frame before like knowing the entire story and how things play out, right? It's like, who the hell is this person, right? We have never seen this at all in the story. But then, if you go frame by frame and you're watching it live, right? When you come across the seller, and you're able to remember that photo, and you see that photo, you're like, oh shit. Okay. Like, who is
I know that face now.
Yeah.
That-
like, what's going on?
That's not Carla. Who is that kid? Right?
You're like-
What's going on?
So blonde boy wasn't lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then obviously we go to Marley and we get that whole backstory of everything, right? Of how things played out with Grisha and his first family. And yeah, it's you know, it's an interesting story, and finding out how it played out and what she ultimately becomes and who she kills and all that. It's such a story where you're like, wow, it's crazy. I don't know. Josh saying on YouTube you can go back with comma and go forward with period.
But it's only on YouTube.
Technically,
So I don't think we can
did you
do it
download
now.
the video? Or are you doing it from YouTube?
I'm doing it just from OBS here.
Okay, so it's a
it's right here.
downloaded video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine then.
So
Then
yeah.
that's fine. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah. All right. So we're down here
I thought
with,
if you were still share screening that you could just. But if you download, don't touch. It's
So-
bueno.
we're down here with Dinah.
Dinah. I mean,
Yeah.
we're not done with her yet, but
Well,
this
with
frame?
this instance.
but with this we are.
All right.
And then
the boot.
wait,
Was there
is,
something before?
is there something before the shoe?
It's
It
just
looked like it was just
a
over here.
close up on it.
Oh, it is.
It's just a close up on the shoe.
I'm gonna put it in like slow motion.
He nailed that first one. He got
Yeah.
that cooked body.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
close
did.
up.
Yeah, it's just a close up.
All right. So it is the shoe. Mm-hmm. Okay. What is this scene from? Because again, I'm seeing this frame by frame, right? For the first time again, or I should say for the first time, right? Actually trying to go ahead and like break down, dissect this glitch scene, right? So that's why I was excited. Now there's a lot of stuff that I don't recall. There's a lot of stuff that I don't really remember.
Yeah, same.
Right.
That's why I had to do research to find out what.
So now, hold on. I was gonna go ahead and think about that too, but Josh is on point. I think that's what it is. It says that's Grisha's sister's shoe when
them
she was
dogs.
eaten by
Like
them dogs.
Oh, okay. Because
And shit, dude, you're right. And
yeah,
how-
it's not the
it
first
is-
time-
It is a bloody shoe.
How
I don't
sad.
think it's the. Well, they make a reference to that shoe in the outro already, don't they? When Historia's shoe falls off and it's in the grass.
Oh, maybe I don't know, but I think that this is again kind of like talking about.
This is it. This is the shoe.
This glitch is kind of also in a way, now that we're really dissecting this, right? It's like obviously telling us of what's to come, right? But this is a way of really foreshadowing what's on the
Yeah.
other side over it
And I
in
think,
Marley.
I think that's also why they threw it in there in the outro with like Historia running and then the shoes, like the big focus on Historia's shoes
Yeah,
for
some
the
sort
outro.
of like symbol.
It's symbolic. And then here we get this glitch, and now we get Grisha's sister, technically Aaron and Zeke's aunt, her shoe, while she's getting
Yeah, that was just
mauled.
that was honestly that was so just devastating, man.
When I was doing research, I was watching a YouTube analysis on it, and the
Yeah.
guy was like, "I believe that this is a shoe from when Aaron and Mikasa visit, like when they go back to Shiganshina and visit their home, they see this shoe laying in the grass."
So this could potentially be this. You're saying that this is maybe Carla's shoe?
No, it could
No?
just be like
It's
a random
just
shoe.
a random
Random
shoe
shoe.
that they
But
saw on the grass.
but I thought about it moreover, and I feel like it like symbolizes like the loss of their childhood,
Yeah,
like a child's shoe
something
in the
that
That's a really
grass.
good
obviously
one.
something
That's
obviously
awesome.
Mikasa wants to go back to. She wants to.
Yeah.
even that's when they talked about it before.
They literally just had
you
a
know,
discussion about this.
Yeah.
That
It's
reminds
hard.
them of their innocence. I'm sure because everyone probably had very similar shoes back then,
Yeah.
especially if they are on like the outer walls. So I'm sure they see that and they're like, "Oh, that looks like my old shoe."
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the little kids' shoes.
Yeah, Pies is saying this is foreshadowing future events. He's saying that it could be Aaron's shoe to represent that he once walked here. Yeah. Heisey also has a question very quick if we can go ahead and kind of talk about that. He says, who truly won in the end? Was it Grisha because Aaron took out all of Marley, or was it Aaron because he got the freedom that he was seeking? I think that's to be
Aaron's
determined.
just a slave.
Tune
to
in November
freedom.
4th to
Yeah,
find
I
out.
think
Yeah.
that's to be determined because I think right now Aaron thinks that he's getting exactly what he wants, but who knows how it's going to end. That's the thing. But we know that Aaron so desperately was seeking freedom. And with Grisha, I mean, did Grisha really want Marley to be wiped out? I don't know. Grisha, I feel like Grisha just kind of like was very much a selfish individual who got forced out of his home and then was given a mission to give a power to his son. Now, I don't think he really, I don't know. It's an interesting question, but I think it's really to be determined.
I'm sure he didn't understand the full extent of what was going to happen.
Here, so Josh is saying that I'm stuck with the sister theory, and you know that I'm kind of in agreement with you as well, Josh, because I think
that sounds pretty interesting.
it's something, again, if we see, and again, the first thing we saw right before this was Dinah. And then here we go, we have again something that is going to be very,
it looks like a lot of it, even just looking at the stills, a lot of it looks like it's from Grisha's past,
yeah.
Which I see the reoccurring trend, and a lot of it does involve Grisha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From what I'm understanding and seeing here.
Because a lot of the clips in this are just random season 1, season 2, and season 3 clips. And most of them are obviously season 3 clips to show the foreshadowing, but yeah, that's pretty much what the theme is going on.
Yeah, Heist is saying that if that is in fact his sister's shoe, then that's so sad. And yeah,
agree.
When we go through that story and we see how it played out, it's again, it's very tragic, and those are one of those moments in Attack on Titan where I'm like, wow, I cannot believe they actually went there.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, whoa, they're showing this? Okay.
Yeah. And the fact too that it's just literally these two innocent children who just had a curiosity for their surroundings and stuff, you know, and then they just kind of like, you know, wrong place, wrong time.
Yep. Anything can happen. Yeah. That's literally the message that covers. Anything can happen anywhere. So just
it's unfortunate.
You never know.
All right, so let's see if I can go ahead and get the next frame.
More dripping blood, more glitching, more steps.
So here we go.
Hey.
So now we have the key.
I wonder where that goes.
Something that we're all too familiar with. Something that is very, very important. We don't know why it's important, right? Early on into the story. But then as we continue on with the story, we get into season 2, we get into season 3, which we're currently in right now. We understand that this key is very important because of some potential truth that holds into this cellar. Now, this key is a little bit of a deception.
Yeah.
Because
it's not.
This isn't the key to the cellar.
It's not to the cellar.
They're going to find that out. And then Levi's going to be pissed. He's going to be like, are you turning it right or whatever and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And in fact, this is a key to like a drawer, right?
Yeah, it's the key to the drawer
Where
that has that photo in it.
It has isn't it like a dummy drawer, or am I thinking of Death Note? You know how Death Note has
I know where they have that
like,
the false
I'm pretty sure it is. I think I remember it being a dummy drawer.
A dummy drawer,
Yeah,
right?
it
Where
has
it
a
looks like there's
false
nothing in there.
They're like, but wait.
Yeah.
And then they see that it's got like a layer.
Extra
like,
secretive.
Yeah.
Pull it open. They're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And there's a photo of Dinah and yeah.
Heist says that he has that keychain. He says he wears it, and it is a key to freedom.
Yeah, I have it hanging on my wall.
Yeah.
I have that key.
This is a key, in fact, to the proper steps to freedom. Again, it's all about perspectives.
Information.
But this is something that is driving our commander of the scouts, Irvin Smith. This is why he was adamant in telling Levi that, look, you cannot prevent me from going to that cellar. I need to see what's in that cellar, which sucks because he doesn't see what's in that cellar.
No.
We've talked about it.
Unfortunately.
But in that cellar with this key, we find that photo of Dinah and the family.
Yeah.
And again, this is really just foreshadowing, you know, not on the same kind of common theme of like what we're gonna see later on in Marley.
Yeah.
You know. And yeah, interesting. Josh says the key, in my opinion, only leads to more despair and hell.
Yep.
And yeah, you know, if it feels like the closer you get to the truth, the more you realize how fucked up things are.
I feel like if they had never gotten to that cellar and never learned about Marley,
Yeah.
their lives would have been so much more peaceful.
Yeah, I mean, if things would have ended, like you said, over in that island, and they weren't so curious to go to Marley, that's a great point, bro. Like,
They'd have to wait for someone else to send in
the more you
a
chase,
Titan users.
Yeah.
like,
And then what? Aaron's just gonna fight them off again.
and the thing that's sad is that they would return because Zeke was able to go ahead and escape, you know, obviously with the help of Peak. the cart titan, who was there literally espionage, right? Just full on, just like being their version of a scout, and just kind of like taking in the information, taking in whatever she sees, and relaying the information to Zeke.
Yeah.
Right. Which is why Zeke was able to go ahead and make proper precautions and steps to try to protect himself and all that. But yeah, they would have returned for sure. But because they kept chasing, they kept trying to find the truth, right? Obviously, with the kind of leadership, right, of Eren, and knowing that those memories, he knows the enemy's out there, right? He knows that this mission isn't over with. We reclaimed the wall, but this is far from over, you know? And
Got greedy.
and damn, yeah. And I agree too, bro.
From a strategic standpoint, I completely understand why Eren was like, we've got to get the jump on them first.
Yeah.
Because now they know that we know about them.
Yeah.
And they're going to come full force. So I understand why he was like, I'm going to go to Marley and I'm going to go F shit up.
Literally just do exactly what Ryan
And you're
was
all going to
doing.
do exactly what I want you to do. Because if you don't, I'm gone and then you lose. So
Exactly. And it's crazy because this has got to be why full genocide, with the exception of the island, you know? It's crazy. So I'm interested to hear what
like
Josh
Josh
said.
said. Josh even said just now.
Yeah.
So even if they lived in ignorance, they would have been wiped out soon.
Yeah. Either way.
Before that, I said, well, Marley, after defeating the Mideast allied forces, gained more power and technology, and were going to lead a global military to attack Parody. So they only got far because of the basement and all that knowledge.
Yeah. Otherwise, it would have been a
Would have
wipeout.
been gone. Bye, Parody.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Anything else with the key?
I think
No, it's a key.
It is a key. In fact, it is.
it's a key on a rope. No,
Then
I
we
love
have-
this one.
Whoa.
I love this one.
Mr. Grisha
This is by far my favorite one.
injecting
Alright.
a certain something, which we got a little bit of a sneak peek of that
Look
before.
at
in
that
previous-
eyeball.
That's what I was going to
Yeah,
say.
we
That
did.
is a
we
red
did.
eye,
We got the
dude.
sneak peek. Yeah. Look at that
You
eyeball.
must avenge your mother.
Look at that focus. Look at that determination. Look at that, like, almost like even we're like, okay, as soon as I'm done with this, I can finally be free. I
Yeah.
can finally be done with this.
Or just
It
like, I
doesn't
had
even
to do
look like
this. I
it
have to
looks
do
like a
this.
mixture of obsession, hysteria, and fear,
Yeah.
all wrapped into one. My man is bleeding.
Looks like a man
across his
possessed,
eye.
dude.
There's blood sweeping across this man's eye.
Yeah.
You know what's You know what the craziest part is? This is Aaron's POV.
Yeah.
This is what he's seeing from his own eyeballs.
Yeah.
His dad just with a syringe in his face, going batshit crazy.
And Josh says, Eren gaining the attack and founding Titan. Very pivotal.
Yeah, that's what it is. Injecting that Titan serum into him to get that get the attack,
And-
so that he can become his little gremlin pure Titan and eat his dad and get both the attack and the founding.
And this is the beginning of the end.
Yep.
This is what takes us on this crazy freaking roller coaster of a ride. Wow.
Kept his nails pretty clean though.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah.
there's not as clean
Well, he's
as his nails.
No.
wearing those doctor gloves, right?
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's why he's a doctor, because he's from Marley and he knows about hygiene.
Yeah. Damn, that's a strange image right there. My goodness gracious of
That's a
Grisha.
Big finger.
Wow, it makes me want to take off these glasses.
like actually, I don't want to wear these anymore.
Damn, yeah, that's an image for sure. They said this is your favorite.
I think this is my favorite one. After looking through all of them, I think
Yeah.
that's my favorite one.
Yeah. Wow.
There are some pretty diabolic and creepy images here. But I'm such a fan of Grisha.
That one's creepy for a different reason.
What's crazy though is that like this is when we saw the shift in Grisha's character and how he became so just matter of fact and so like Zach said a word. I think it was like you said like glazed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I
even
glaze over them.
his conversation that he's having over with Sardis, because Sardis was there moments before he took Eren into the forest, and the things that he was telling Sardis was like, it was very much kind of out of character, where he's like telling him not to get involved with family matters, you know, and all that, and yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. What really surprised me is how we kind of saw as we were talking about these episodes of Grisha, how what true kind of his true nature, right? Mm-hmm. We're like, damn, this guy might be the actual like manipulator, and we'll put Aaron on this path. Obviously, he did put Aaron on the path, but it's like, did Aaron get his manipulation tactics from his father? Like,
yeah,
because this guy's doing a good job.
He manipulated the manipulator.
Yeah. So, Josh says up until that point, Grisha showed no signs of pushing his ideology onto Aaron. Yeah. So Aaron must have been confused and lost. Definitely, we saw him because even one point, didn't he say something? Aaron had like a line. It was very, very short. Or was it like kind of like, "What are you doing, Dad? You're scaring me," or something? Like, I want to say something like that. Or maybe I'm thinking of it differently.
I think you're thinking of Sawdust being like, "Where are you going? Like, what are you doing with your son?"
I know it was when they were in the forest. It was when they were in the forest. I think it was like Aaron saying like "You're scaring me, Dad," or whatever. Because again, he was so out of character. Because like Josh said, like this is the first time he's really pushing his ideology.
I wouldn't even say that. It's not even pushing ideologies because Grisha's lost his fucking mind at this point. He's not even making sense.
Yeah.
It's like what he says when he says he loved and grew his son up, and suddenly after the wall fell, he just snatches him up and ejects him, saying the key will lead to everything, like out of nowhere.
Yep. Just like literally, it looks like the walls go down. He hears Carlos dead, and to Aaron, he's probably like, "Well, Mom's dead. Dad probably just lost his mind." Then Aaron wakes up and he's like, "Where the fuck did my dad go?"
Yeah.
Meanwhile, his dad's resting up like good old gut.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, Heisa says, "That's my eye when I can't find a flock of Edipop."
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay.
That's the face I make.
They'll come in time.
Very, very interesting.
Favorite one.
Yeah.
Boop.
Very, very cool. Alrighty. On to the next one.
All right. Good luck.
Dessert.
Pausing the next one.
Oh,
Lightning, which is
literally it.
This is it, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so what is the significance in this? Because we have seen the lightning happening before. We know that it involves a transformation. Now, what is significant about this lightning? Do we know?
I didn't find
Looks like
that.
we're on a building, like on a roof of a building.
Yeah.
And we can't see who the person is because they're a blacked out figure.
Yeah.
Which means they could be the parent core.
Now, do we think this is going to be foreshadowing a certain Titan transformation that's going to be happening? Or do you think that this is...
It could be after the injection.
Okay. So...
That's what I'm thinking.
Interesting here, because I was kind of thinking about that too, where I was like, okay, there's a certain character we know that ends up getting injected and transforming, right? So Josh is saying that this could be anything that... But I'm sure, but I'm thinking that it's a founding Titan, and he goes, oh, wait, actually... He thinks that's Armin.
It's Armin.
I think it is too.
Armin is because of this right here. That's the scaffolding on the roof. The whatchamacallit, the shingles on the roof.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And again, this is foreshadowing what is going to happen to Armin. We know that Armin was the burnt toast over in the first frame, and now we see a transformation, a Titan lightning.
We just see a blacked out figure. It's not like it's a colorized body.
Yeah, and then which obviously that's going to imply that Armin is the one that gets brought back, which we obviously aren't aware of with watching this in live time, and that's why you're stuck with that freaking.
Is anyone to be brought back? We have no idea what's going on.
Yeah. So I see saying maybe it's to show that Zeke is the new character. Maybe, and then Josh is kind of continuing saying that it's someone on the brink of death being brought back.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I do think that it's Armin.
Yeah. So definitely, I think this is, could be Armin, because the only other Titan transformations that we see are Titans that we already are familiar with.
Yeah.
Right. So, and if this is Armin, we see that freaking pure Titan form with the bowl cut type, whatever, the freaking Lord Farquaad freaking hairstyle and stuff, and you kind of like, going to Bertold.
Yeah.
I love Armin. Yeah, I think that's what we got for that one, right?
Mm-hmm. That's our inkling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. Whoa. Holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap. That is, as I'm looking at this in these Titans, you can't help but kind of like just realize how scary they are.
Yeah.
Oh my
6 of these
gosh.
guys.
Okay, so now with this, this horde of Titans. So the first thing that comes to my mind is something that happens much later on in the story, and I'm pretty sure that this isn't the significance of that. But what comes to my mind, obviously, is when Levi's in that forest and he has to go and kill his own crew. But I don't think this is foreshadowing a moment that far into the story. But that's the first thing that came to my mind. And again, knowing what we know,
It's been, I don't want to say confirmed, but the research that I did, it's a scene from season 2, I think.
was this with Mike?
No, I don't.
I
don't know.
Over at the castle.
But I know that it's in season 2.
Is this when
and it's
during the
when
darkness?
I know that it involves scouts.
I think it might. Why do I feel like it's they're inside somewhere and they have a torch lit?
Yeah, because right here, Josh saying with Nanaba. But do you remember? Do you remember that scene of Gelger when it's pitch black out there, it's dark, and in his mind, he's thinking that they are surrounded by Titans. Titans are literally like in the darkness, kind of like smiling and like,
Yeah.
you know,
Getting ready
like
to
I'm also getting that vibe as well too. You know, and again, maybe that's
because
just
they are being lit from like they're being bottom lit.
Yeah.
Like there's something below them that they're
That's what I'm
looking
saying.
at that
It
is
looks
the
like they're
light.
holding like a lamp or a
Yeah,
torch or a
yeah.
lantern and the light's coming up.
yeah. Interesting. We all obviously have the same first initial reaction to this, where it's just like, oh my gosh, creepy. Like SB
I want the
says,
top
ugly
right
Titan.
thing to
Yeah.
eat, bro.
Yeah, so we see this is just a group of Titans. Obviously, this would be the worst case scenario if you are seeing this with your POV,
Yeah.
right?
Hell no.
Terrifying.
You're
Yeah.
dead. You're done.
Yeah, I says I hate those Titans that look down with that face. I'd take my ODM blade and cut out all their eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I think that there's only one person that can do that. I think that
Sure.
that is
Captain Levi.
yeah, Levi.
Not Flock.
Yeah. But I mean, again, this is hard to go ahead and kind of just decipher with this frame, because this could kind of be just different things, right?
Yeah.
We know that we've seen different kind of like little pocket and hordes of Titans. But again, that's what kind of came to my mind was one initially the Levi thing, but then as we kind of talked about it together, I'm like, damn, there is that scene of Gelger just in fear, like visualizing the Titans,
Yeah.
right? And how just again creepy they are.
It could be what it is.
So
Like they're all just
it could
looking
be
down
a
on
reminder
us.
that, hey,
can't
remember
see them.
these Titans are out there.
Yeah. Don't forget.
You know? Damn, interesting. Anything else you guys want to add to this one?
I got nothing else.
Yeah. All right.
Ugly.
Yeah, it's very ugly.
Okay.
Oh, missed that
another
one.
little still of Dinah.
So that was a still of Dinah, but there was something interesting to that one. Right. We're going to go ahead and see some familiar ones that we covered. There's
Oh.
that. And then
We missed the
we missed one before that, huh?
yeah, there was one before that. It was a part of Aaron's vision in season 1
See if we can get to it.
with the armor. There we go.
Okay. So this is one that I skipped,
And the dude missing an arm.
but it wasn't on purpose, because I swear I
Yeah.
just couldn't pause it in time. But
Just-
damn, what is this again, Lex?
It's a vision that it's in one of Aaron's visions in season 1, very early on in season 1, with armor that is, I think it's a suit from.
Josh saying that's Marley in armor.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Helos.
it's. Yes, it is. It's Marley in armor, Helos,
Helos.
and he's missing an arm. That's where the whole
The theory of what you mentioned.
theory of Moses Braun, the first literal, like in anime, the first death that not see but like confirmed when
Yeah.
he just all we have to give his mom is his arm. And it's the whole like theory where it's like, oh yeah, they're both last name is Braun. It's gonna be Rhina.
Some sort of
It's gonna
descendant or
be-
something?
Yeah, like something about like Rhina is gonna be the Helos, because all he wants to do is just like have like don't die in vain type thing, and that he's gonna be like the all savior Helos, and then lost
Well.
his arm, and that's what gets brought back, and it's a time loop, and that theory gets
the
very deep.
theories, yeah.
Oh, so the theory is that that arm is Rhina's because he's Helos and he loses his arm. And when everything goes down, that's what gets sent back, and that's why they're
Josh
like,
is saying
Yeah.
that Helos
that's really interesting.
was a made up legend by Tiber and Fritz.
Yeah, That it's a legend.
Interesting.
But that's supposed to, I guess, be
What if it's a
representative
legend
of
that
Helos.
gets passed down time loop after time loop?
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, that is Marleyan armor.
Wow.
And it is from one of the visions that Aaron has. That's
And
not
it's
really explained.
such like a very like split second.
Yeah.
You know, because you guys saw I was able to just gloss over it very, very quickly. Let's see if I can go ahead and find that one next frame. Okay. So this is what was next, right?
What am I
Yeah.
looking at? What
We have
am
a-
I looking at?
It is a scout being eaten,
Yes.
unfortunately.
So the scout
And you can
being-
see like the blood running down the Titan's arm and everything.
Uh-huh.
Hold on, let me get to it.
This is a scout being eaten.
Oh, I see it now. I see it now.
Okay. It's very, very. This one's tough to go ahead and kind of see all the details and all that. Mm-hmm. But oh yeah,
Oh,
Hannes.
possibly Hannes. Possibly.
Or Bertold, but Bertold didn't have legs, right? Or
he
did
didn't
he?
have the ODM gear. I don't think. Oh yeah, he didn't have legs.
Yeah, I thought they went
They
removed
nubbed
the
him off.
legs and
Who didn't
removed
have legs?
Bertold when. Yeah.
They nubbed him.
In the YouTube video that I watched, it said that he thinks that it's from the scout training on the Trost mission in season 1. This is a callback to that. But
Because we
it
lost
could
a lot
also be Hannes getting eaten by because
by Dinah,
no
right?
man, that could be Dinah.
Yeah.
Because weirdly enough, in the next little stills that we have, it is of Dinah.
It's a yeah, Dinah. So let's see if we can get to it.
That burning. Yeah.
Oh, missed it again, but it was the same picture.
It was a picture of
Dinah, but
Dinah,
with
except it
blood
was
splatter on
was it blood splatter or was it burning? I have it.
Was it burning? Okay,
Yeah.
so it was burning. It was so fast that like again I couldn't really go ahead and see it, but yeah.
That's what it is.
Okay, yeah. So it is. It's burning. The photo itself is like it's burning. Okay. What?
Which could represent the death of Dinah.
This frame here.
Yeah, for that to appear right after
Well,
the
well,
burning
well.
photo of Dinah.
Have we seen this frame or this monster before? And whenever we see this monster, it's never
favorite
anything
type,
good.
dude.
It's never anything good.
No.
It's my favorite Titan.
Especially
Someone
when
always
you
dies.
kill off my Hannes.
Yeah.
Not much to be said here other than this is Dinah in her creepiest form.
Yeah.
No doubt. Josh's iconic shot in the pilot episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, early on over in the story, over in episode 1, we're shown how devastating, how powerful, how creepy these Titans are.
Very fitting that they have that still right after Dinah's burning photo.
Yeah, again, it's huge foreshadowing, and honestly, even when we go ahead and get that realization, it's a huge mind-blowing moment because then you connect the dots.
Yeah.
You're like,
I remember the first
whoa.
time everything connected for me, and I was like,
Yeah.
I felt like I was the Avatar, in the Avatar state, and my eyes just started glowing. I was like, I understand.
Yeah, I hate that damn Titan more than anything else. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Josh is right.
Why
Though. It
is-
does go by very fast.
It does.
Yeah.
So fast.
The there's no frames before this one. There probably is.
It was just I think
But
the
it
only
was-
one was the
It
burning.
was a
burning
picture of
photo.
it was that same photo of Dinah, except it was burning.
So why? Maybe it's just the lighting. I don't know. But why
Oh,
is
was it
one
burned?
eye?
Was it burned? Huh?
Why is one eye like the look? The
I know,
yellow
like
look and
one's
stuff,
like
and the other
yellow and the other
one
one's
is
like. It could just be because of
the
we
darkness
paused
and
it
whatnot
on a
stuff?
weird like.
Yeah.
It's also it could also be just the contrast that they use. Because when you're trying to show something like horrific like that, if you have just even by a few shades offset colored eyes, it'll really just mess with somebody. Because it doesn't look like your brain's like that's not right.
Interesting. All right. Well, that is the Dinah Smiling Titan.
Wild, creepy as all hell.
Right. Trigger finger.
Missed that one, huh?
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's all very quick. We need it in like slow mo and pause and.
Yeah. There was that
There
burning
it was.
photo. So this is this one, right?
right?
Yeah.
All right. So we saw the burning photo, yes. So again, confirmed Frida in her burning form. The next still was her in her Titan form. Now we have this, which I'm guessing
skeleton.
it involves
Titan bodies.
Yes.
Which are, as Iron says, those are from all the Titans that the beast that Zeke thought were, was a good idea to have all these Titans on his side, but actually was like basically the path to Levi's.
Yeah.
That was the way that Levi was
Destruction.
able to get
I
close.
love how they carry on all the way into the background. You can see 1, 2, 3, even 4 more that are like up on the top of the frame.
Yeah, they're all decomposing. They're all like in their little curved line because you could tell that's after season 4, it's Armin.
Calm down, I say.
Okay. But yeah, those are all the Titans after.
I'm also getting a weird symmetry
Levi's had his way
with the scouts that were on that suicide run as well. I know that this is just obviously the Titans and you see the steam, right? But at the same time, you know that there's dead scouts out there over in that field as well. And again, unfortunately,
you
their
just
bodies
pan a
are
little
kind of
more to
laid
the
out as
right.
well.
It'll probably be there.
So we know there's a lot of bloodshed over on that battlefield over in Shigashina and just outside the wall of Walmaria, and these clearly are the Titans, as we just talked about it. But I can't help but also, again, just remember that there's going to be a lot of scout bodies out there as well. There's a lot that happens over at the walls, which is crazy. But yeah, those are the Titans, and again, that's the way that Levi was able to go ahead and make his way to get close to the Beast Titan. Anything else we want to add on to this one?
No.
No, I think I'm all good.
I said, is this not scouts? No, it is. So
No,
these are
they're
the Titans.
they're Titans.
Because again, you see the steam coming from the body and stuff, and obviously the Titans are going to go ahead and fall upon a slice of the nape, right? Mm-hmm. And so what happens when it goes and the body falls? The body begins to deteriorate.
Starts to evaporate.
Yeah. And like you guys mentioned, you can go ahead and kind of very, very faintly see over in the background that there's kind of like a line of those Titan skeletons.
Mm-hmm. You could like see them in a pattern.
Yeah.
Because that would be the Beast Titans.
All right. How fast can I go ahead and get this one?
Ooh, good stop.
All right.
That was good.
Trigger discipline, bro. Good stuff.
So the next frame here, this is interesting. And this obviously is a latch, right?
Oh,
and
that's the lock.
with the lock.
Something that Irvin was really hoping to see one day.
This is obviously going to be the cellar. We know that, but the key is not for that.
Yeah, but the key that Aaron has is not for that.
The key is not for that. Which again, that's where the deception is and stuff.
But I know what blows my mind?
Huh.
How this whole time they've been like, we need this key, we need this key. Not, Aaron, stomp your foot in it.
Yeah.
Exactly
Like-
right. Which I think
mean, that's what they end up doing. But still,
yeah. Was it who's the one that actually stomps out that door? Is it Levi?
probably is.
I think it is him. I think he throws a temper tantrum and gets
Yeah.
mad.
He's just like, let's just open it.
Yeah. But yeah, this is the cellar. All right.
cool.
Simple as that.
Whoa. Okay.
That would be
What is this going to go ahead and symbolize?
Jump.
We finally go ahead and see a kind of lighthearted frame here. It's not going to be full of a dark, creepy image here.
funny
This
enough.
is-
It's the same hands that we saw that were burnt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very cool.
But they're not so burnt
But
anymore.
this is the scene. And again, this is something that we just talked about too. I believe it was last week's episode. No, we recapped it, but it was 2 weeks ago where Armin again reiterated to Aaron about the dreams and aspirations that he has, and that is to go ahead and explore the beauties outside of the walls, outside of their, for lack of a better word, prison that they are all confined in. They have kind of referred to themselves, at least from Aaron, as they are just cattle waiting to be, slaughtered.
They're just fodder.
And with the help of Armin's family, which again we've all kind of speculated on how they know this information, how are they able to get such books, and the curiosity unfortunately killed them.
Yeah.
Because of the first interior military which the government, anybody that knows too much or even is close to it, they're going to go ahead and just take care of them, right? So Armin talks about the sea. Now, like you said, Lex, those are the same hands that we saw earlier. Much different.
They're no longer bacon wrapped.
Much different. Yeah. But this is a nice scene of hope. Yeah. And like as we said, it seems like this is the last moment. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Last moment.
No, it really
Last
is.
moment of happiness.
It
and
kind
hope.
of is, because this
Yeah.
is they're really foreshadowing here, because this is the last scene of season 3.
Yeah. And talk about that hope and happiness. This is a cool moment for Heise as he talks about how this just across that sea, freedom's waiting. Hey, if we did cross the sea and kill our enemies, after that, would we finally be free? I cry or tear up every time I watch it. It's just so damn beautiful and sad.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah, I agree. You know what? And the idea,
Beachin'.
and just how many people literally did that, you know, after
I
watching.
know.
I still see people
So-
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still do it. What?
But we did it when we were over in like
We did.
San
We did
Diego.
do it.
Yeah.
You
We
know?
all sat there. We were just like,
Yeah, and then we played the beautiful song on the beach. From,
Yeah.
So
my
beautiful.
favorite movie, Her. Yeah. So, damn, SP, you're right. This
is
is the
kind
last
of the
time we go
last.
ahead and we see these characters really just showing happiness, showing that almost like in a weird way going back to being like that child again. You know,
Yeah.
you see the characters in their kind of like just pure nature and stuff. You know, obviously, like from the poll question, you know, you see Jean, you know, in the Taekwondo duo of Sasha and Connie, like they're just with pure joy and such curiosity and just playing in the sea. You know, obviously, dummy Jean takes a sip,
yeah.
realizes it's salty.
You can lead a horse to water,
Yeah.
and he'll
he will
drink it
still
if it's
drink
salt
it.
water.
And you have like Armin and Mikasa just really embracing it and stuff, you know, and just enjoying the beauty that is the sea. You know, we talked about it, right? I think you mentioned, Lex, about how like when you see certain images of or you see Mikasa and those cute moments and those kind of like beautiful moments, and it's from the eyes of Eren, right? Supposedly.
Yeah, it's kind of all from like, just from what we can understand, it kind of looks like it's all from Eren's point of view. When we
Yeah.
see her smiling or looking cute, it's always like when they're alone or when they're looking at each other. It's always
Yeah.
like Eren's point of view.
So back to the pointing, Heise says that I do it in front of Wendy's.
Okay. Showing, yes, this is the restaurant that's peak.
But also to what SB was mentioning about how the last moment of happiness and hope. Yeah, Josh says that it's definitely one of them because remember, I went to Marley to get wasted, and that's when Eren gets friend zoned,
Yeah.
family zoned.
Yeah.
And that's when he's like, "All right, screw it. All right, what's up, Historia?
Let's burn
Yeah.
the world down.
let's create a legacy."
Yeah. To add on, I Repent says that in the manga, Isayama always makes Mikasa
more beautiful when it's
Eren.
yes, that's what it is.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's-
yeah.
yeah.
Thank you so much for the clarification. And it's another we see it's a very cute moment with Mikasa when she's kind of like you know like
Blushing. She's holding up like her socks.
yeah. So it's a very very cute moment.
thigh-high
so this is
socks.
cool. This is actually a cool frame to go ahead and see. Now hopefully we
Major
don't.
foreshadowing.
Yes.
A few pauses and you were like, oh, so they did make it to the sea because there's a seashell and the sea's in the background.
Yeah.
There's hands. What's going on?
Clearer sea.
Yeah.
Oh damn it! I missed it.
Barely missed the.
Barely.
I don't think he's gonna notice you're good.
What? Oh, you dropped it.
You should have moved your foot over more.
I'm focusing on trying to go ahead and.
Yeah.
Oh my
He's
god.
distracted. He's distracted. Let's get past those
Josh.
dying scouts.
Josh.
There
Okay,
we go.
there we go.
Jacob goes, so she's ugly to us, or is that everyone's?
Just to you.
All right. So this is interesting.
These are some scouts that are
Yeah, these are scouts.
dying like
Is
in the
this-
rain, and it's from another vision that Aaron has in season 1.
Really?
But-
Oh, okay.
I don't know what the vision is from.
Yeah, because I'm seeing like obviously we're seeing scouts dying, right? And it's kind of hard to go ahead and notice the rain because of how I paused. I don't know if it's clear. I'm afraid to go ahead and try to
Yeah.
unpause
Well,
it.
no,
Yeah,
because the
but-
thing is
but-
after you
It
do
is
it,
raining though.
after you would do that to make it clear. Let me-
Yeah.
I had it right here.
I have this one.
It honestly looks like they're in a forest.
Yeah, they're in a forest.
Oh,
And you know who it kind of reminds me of?
is this
The
with?
Levi
It makes me
Squad?
think of the Levi Squad.
Oh,
Same.
Levi
That's
Squad.
who
was
I
saying-
was trying to figure out if it was.
Or is this no, it can't be the original founder Ymir, right? Because the scouts aren't the ones that are going after it. It is the King Fritz. It is his soldiers going
I
after,
think
right?
that this is just random scouts like death from Annie.
Yeah.
From the whole Annie arc.
Shit, yeah. Well,
Annie
we
being
know
very
how they died.
merciless.
They died, yeah, exactly. There was no mercy there.
Mm-hmm.
So real quick, so she's ugly. Josh says, well, since Aaron loves her, he sees her as more beautiful than anyone else. Yes,
Uh-huh.
yes. Josh says, that's our crew. That's Aaron, Jean, Connie, Sasha, and someone else.
Is it
Interesting.
I mean, one of them is blonde, but it's not long blonde hair. One of them is a short-haired brunette.
Say poor Rico. Yeah, Rico's still alive.
I don't think that's our crew.
I don't think it is either, but it is a vision that Aaron has in season 1.
Do you think it's
and
maybe a fear that Aaron has of losing his?
Could be.
possibly? It's in a rainy forest.
Can you imagine if this is something where you go ahead and you notice, you're like, oh shit, that is Connie, that is Sean, that is, and you're like, it's all it is just like a symbol of Aaron and his fear of losing his allies.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's a nightmare.
yeah, Josh, it's a nightmare. Yeah, it's just like with I think of like the Avengers. Do you remember when I think it was like Tony Stark had that vision and he's seeing all the Avengers essentially dead or laying down, and it's like, damn. Josh said he sent a clearer pic on Insta.
Yeah, I just got it. Hold on, I'll show you guys right now.
Yeah, and if it is like John, Connie, and Sasha, then
I think it could be insinuated, but I don't think it is
Uh-huh.
personally. I don't think it is, but I think it's just some random scouts. Considering that it's a visual, it's a what's the word? A vision that Aaron has in season 1. But
whoa, shit, wow,
And that's before he really.
wow.
Is that vision before he meets Connie, Sasha, and John?
So
yeah, it is.
Josh is saying that that's from what he was seeing online. Damn. Yeah, so I guess that could be just one of those, again, nightmare scenes, and it's a fear that our protagonist has
It's crazy.
of ultimately of what could happen.
I know that for a while it was a popular thought that this was going to be the original ending for Attack on Titan, that like everyone was going to die pretty much. So
Well, that would be on point with one of our responses that we got, where it's like, "Oh, holy crap! Is
like
everybody
everyone's
gonna
going to die?" Yeah,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
was it was a popular thought that from the still that
The good
Everyone was gonna
old-fashioned
die.
Mark Ruffalo ending.
Yep.
yeah.
Everybody dies. I mean, some people, not everybody.
Did he get it? Did I
Yeah,
miss it?
him holding a key.
Yes. This is Aaron.
Yeah.
Yep.
Aaron's POV of him holding the key
Yes,
after.
this is
Is
Aaron
this
holding the
after he had just finished
This
eating?
has to be after.
Just finished his meal
Yeah, this is after his little midnight snack.
of the attack and founding Titan. Yeah.
So we talked about the key already and the significance
midnight
of it. We
feast.
talked about Aaron and what it took for him to go
Yeah.
ahead and
Him as a
become
little
the
boy.
founding Titan.
Iron says tasty.
Tasty. All right.
Yummy.
Oh, I had it.
Oh, you did.
Yeah,
you did.
2.
I had it. Get to see all of our favorite ones again. Ooh, that one's, okay.
E.
There we go.
There you go.
I like watching it on the.
There is the
All right, so what is this?
it's the capsule of hardening.
Oh,
that we get
yes,
at the
so convenient capsule
Yeah.
of hardening that was just
Very
there
convenient.
laying on the floor
Yeah.
beside Aaron.
yeah, that's in the
And you know why? because future Aaron
'Cause
made
plot.
sure that
Yeah.
that was just so
Let's just
conveniently
slide
right
that in
there,
there.
for present Aaron.
A little
Literally was like-
Titan Viagra.
Yeah.
Really was plot armor.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, you're right. That is the armor bottle.
I am
Yeah,
the
it is an
plot.
armor bottle.
And this is what essentially got things kickstarted again, and brought the confidence that, oh crap, we can actually go seal the breach, right? Because remember, after this event takes place and the Rod Titan goes in and destroys that underground chapel, right? That Levi, after being saved by Aaron and noticing all the hardening, he's like, well, what do you know? We might actually have a chance, right? So yeah, and then obviously that capsule is so damn powerful that now Aaron is able to go ahead and use that ability, which, like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. But that is
When you're literally your own plot armor because you're God.
You got it. Yeah.
all right, you ready? All right. Okay, this is again. We see the syringe.
Grisha.
Right? This is Grisha. This is him preparing.
That's
Yeah, this
Grisha
is him
giving
taking
Aaron
the-
stabby
ceremony.
stabs.
This is him taking the fluid out of the bottle, the Titan serum out of the bottle,
Yeah.
and putting it into his needle,
Yeah.
preparing it for his son.
Syringe. Syringe for Aaron Yeager.
How did so this could be just kind of a question of me like lacking the details here, but how did he acquire the syringe and all that stuff again?
Kruger.
So Kruger just had it with him, right? That's
Pretty
what
sure.
kind of I would just piece together and all that.
That was just my like intuition.
think
I was
that-
like, I feel like Kruger had to have given it to him.
Grisha is able to go ahead and kind of concoct the stuff and all that, being in that cellar and just kind of have it ready on
I
standby
mean,
and stuff.
if you really think about it, he is the Attack Titan.
Yeah.
He could honestly just take his own spinal fluid.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking that this is maybe him thinking, oh, you're right, Josh. Yeah, he got the vial and the syringe after killing the Rice family.
Oh,
you're right.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you so much for that, Josh.
You're very
Man, we're so lucky to have Josh and our
I
friends
know.
here
They're
literally
so
just
smart.
doing this
Josh,
with us and stuff.
Josh
you know?
just fills in those little cracks that we just sometimes.
Yeah, but that's
forget
right.
about.
Yeah,
Forget.
I don't know why I completely glossed over the fact that Grisha murdered a family. Of,
Yeah.
Family of royal
Children.
blood.
He did that, huh?
and all that.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
I forgot that he's got that dog in it.
I was thinking that he was being kind of like that doctor and how he would be in that cellar that he probably would have, them on standby. But no, you're right. But
I mean,
yeah,
I don't see why he wouldn't have done that anyways.
yeah. Josh saying I only remember because I remember the scene of him shouting with the case in his hand. Yeah.
Yeah. The case that shows
After he had to get a quick pep talk from future Aaron.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
They laughed at you. Eat his food. This one.
Whoa.
This one
I
is
have
interesting.
I have no idea. I have never had an idea about what
Okay, I'll
this
tell you
bug
what.
entails.
Gather your thoughts. Think about it, because
You're
I have a
busy.
mission of my own. I have to clear my bladder.
Okay.
Damn it. I'm going,
Because I know this. All right, so I'll be right back. You guys
I-
go ahead and talk about it.
I think I shall partake after
ahead.
you on a similar mission.
Okay.
It's the same mission. I've had no idea about what this bug is for the longest time.
It is.
And you know what's crazy is I just watched Candyman. I don't know if you've seen that horror movie.
I haven't seen it, but
And their whole thing is like
the original or the
new one.
The new one.
the whole thing is like wasp / like bee / hornets. And every time I see that now, I'm like, Candyman's coming. Candyman. It's so interesting.
I'm trying to find it. I thought that I had it. I guess not.
I think you guys are gonna be so frustrated when I read you this little article about what Isayama had to say about adding the glitch.
He's just gonna be like, it was just something for fun. Yeah,
That's it.
I would do it too.
Wait,
All right, so while I get caught up,
we'll rotate.
to go ahead and...
Go for it.
All right. Sorry, Lex. Gotta go ahead and go through again.
We're on a shift.
So, catch me up, Lex. What are we talking about here with this?
There wasn't much.
Josh says, I won't say until you figure it out.
It's just gonna be like, I mean, Can Candyman supply me with Butterfingers and Three
Oh,
Musketeers?
interesting.
Yeah, because Zach was saying before, he was like, yeah, I just watched Candyman, the new horror movie.
Yeah.
And they have like a whole thing with like bees and wasps. So that's all he's thinking about.
Interesting. Now, this obviously is a wasp, right?
Yes.
I was thinking that if this was going to be like a close-up of a fly, obviously that indicates like death and all that, right? And like decay and stuff, you know, and all that, and which we see a lot of going forward into this story.
Yeah.
But the significance of this freaking bug.
It looks like, is he eating a smaller bug? Or is he just there?
I don't know.
Because there's wings below him. So
Yeah.
it looks like it looks like a
It looks
wasp
like
eating
it
a
could
smaller
be
bug.
literally, yeah. It just maybe again, it's another symbolic image of
Yeah. Humanity struggle.
Oh, so Josh saying this is directly tied with Mika. So the world is cruel, but also beautiful. When she was watching the bug kill a smaller bug.
Oh,
okay.
yes.
Yes.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah, you're
the
right,
world is
you're
cruel,
right.
So beautiful when she's young and she was looking at that.
Wow.
You're right. I'm so glad you're here.
Because we would be literally just stuck on frames. Be like,
Yeah, we were like, I think there's
man.
another bug there. Yeah. The world is cruel, but also beautiful. Yeah. You're right. I remember that
I agree.
scene.
Josh for president.
Josh for president.
That's just the world we live in, right? That's the circle of life, right? That is the dynamic of the food chain, right? Mm-hmm. And I think that it's thinking about like kind of like the food chain levels of like where Attack on Titan is, you know, and stuff, and like obviously you got humans aren't on the top of the food
They're
chain
not.
and whatnot and stuff, you know. For clarification, because we couldn't go ahead and gather our thoughts together, but Josh explains over there in chat. Yeah,
Josh, the man with all the answers.
yeah,
Yeah, he said that it's directly tied
So-
with Mikasa when she says the world is cruel but also beautiful, while when she was watching the bug kill the smaller bug,
yeah.
because you can see the wasp eating a smaller bug.
Yeah.
So it's, yeah, the world is cruel but also beautiful.
Eat or be eaten. Survival of the fittest.
That's what it is, man. It's just again, that's the world, and even then, over in this reality of Attack on Titan, the world is even more cruel. But yeah, damn. Alrighty. Can't thank Josh enough, man, because we would be stuck on that one.
I
right.
say Josh for president.
Yes. All right,
I've seen this many times.
Another key, we already went through that.
Yeah, so
but
there's a
then
key.
Here we have a little bit of a,
We see some nature,
It's the Sasquatch.
and yeah, that is the Beast Titan over there on the right. Is that correct? Over in that frame, or is that just a pure
I think
Titan?
it's just a pure Titan.
It's just a pure Titan over there wandering over in the woods,
yeah.
I feel like
Forest.
that image looks so familiar to me, and I don't know why.
as
It-
we see.
Here's a more zoomed out version of it.
Oh yeah, so that is
It's just a random Titan.
pure Titan.
It's the images used to, according to this guy.
yeah, the transcript
It's
here.
What do I feel like we
So
said?
Josh has the information as well.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
That's what it was, a classroom.
This
yeah.
is the scene
that's what
when
I was
they were
saying.
describing the Titans in the
from-
class.
I was like, that looks
it's
so
the-
familiar.
What the instructor was
In
explaining.
season 1. Oh, okay. Interesting. So then, why are we seeing this frame then? Is this again to go ahead and kind of like
Just to
remind
remind
us?
us that scouts are out there.
Yeah.
Go back to class.
Yeah. Yeah. Remind us so that we need to go ahead and re-educate ourselves.
Yeah.
No, for real.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Damn it. Missed something there, right?
It was a zoomed out version of the same
Oh,
photo.
okay. So it zoomed out the same one?
Yeah. And now we have Aaron's hardened, crystallized version.
I said they went in a classroom. That's right. Josh said that they were talking about no reproductive organs. Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
We do not.
That's when we had the whole instruction on pretty much Titans 101.
Yeah, you're right.
But here we have Aaron's hardened Titan from when
Yeah.
he saved them all during the collapsing of the.
When
That-
Rod
that-
went rice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one.
when Rod rioted.
Rod righted.
Yeah, this is when Rod obviously lost his shit. He got freaking his back absolutely like destroyed.
You got
From a nice
fatality
little
like in
judo
Mortal
flip.
Kombat.
And it crawls his way over to that damn serum and then just like transform into this ugly, freaking, crazy little worm-looking thing. I know what I said, Josh. Stop.
I know what I said.
Did you see me trying to gather
what
my
I
thoughts?
said.
I'm like trying to. How do I say this? Like, oh yeah, Rod Rice got his back broken.
You said it cleaner than I would have.
Yeah.
No, yeah, he ate shit for sure, and then he became this like very disgusting, probably the most disgusting Titan that we've seen still to this
Slug
day.
Titan.
Slug Titan, yeah.
Tomato Titan.
And then we already saw that the hardening capsule, right? And this is what the end result. Flipped by a queen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually.
Yeah. Tomato face. That's right. Yep.
Sliced tomato.
But again, this moment was cool. This is again, I kind of talked about it too. This is as Levi and the others were looking up at this hardening Titan body, and now they have hope. Now they think that they can actually seal that breach as long as Eren doesn't fuck it up,
Yeah.
right? Which we see that he goes through the training.
So aggressive there.
He goes through the training, and we see his little, kind of was like the. What is it, like the Titan ass or whatever and stuff or whatever?
Oh yeah, his skinny ass.
Yeah, little skinny ass, yeah.
Out.
He clearly is struggling with the training arc and stuff like that, right? But yeah,
I agree with Josh. So I'm not sure why they would put this in here, but
it could just be maybe just.
I feel like at
Just
this
random
point,
visuals.
like not all of the
You don't think
stills
it's
are gonna be like world breaking stills.
Yeah.
And you have to realize too, it seems like most of the ones that are held for a longer time span, or if it's like an outside shot to a zoomed in shot, those are ones that we've already seen and it's just there to distract us.
Yeah, you're right. It could just be reminders and stuff like we talked about. It could just be a reminder of this is why this is here, because this is important. But again, for me, what came to my mind with this specific one was this is how they're going to steal the breach. This is how they're going to reclaim the wall, right? And, but yeah, you have a great point, Zach. All right. And plus, too, that this is also an important detail because we see this again as, yes, a diversion. I was literally going ahead and talk about that. Like, this is what helps and stopping Bertold, stopping the Colossal. He goes and he sees that hardened Titan form, thinking that that's actually Eren. And it's not. Again, it's a diversion. So it's going to be another important tactic. Yeah, full on Admiral Akbar. It's a trap. Oh, Admiral. Vice Admiral Garp. It's a trap. Now, what is this frame?
That one is actually it's like a.
Are we inside a Titan right now? Is
It's
this
supposed
the
to be like
stew?
yeah, that could be the stew.
Is this the Titan stew?
It just looks like some kind of muscle tissue or some like blood cell, something
Yeah.
like that, or it could just be just a reminder.
Yeah.
A reminder that we're all biological.
We're all carbon-based life forms.
I remember. It says
That's when Mikasa awakens.
Interesting. Her muscles tense up. Damn.
Oh, the scene when she busts through that floorboard.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
And
She said,
literally-
Ackerman kick.
And then she literally, with that freaking like broomstick, fully like impales the guy to where she stabs the guy from the heart, right? From the back. Interesting.
Through the rib cage and all.
Could be wrong, but we believe you, Josh.
But she
This
has
is
the,
like-
she
this
has the
is-
little
I stand
knife
by Josh. I'm
that
a
she like
Josh
squeezes
stan.
so hard that it breaks.
Josh, at this point, like, what? No, we need Josh's help. I was gonna say, Josh, right now, I'm just gonna fully believe him. This is like
Josh is
Zach.
scary.
Whatever you
This
say.
is like Zach saying Bickers doesn't
2010.
with such confidence. So I'm like, I'm not gonna go ahead and reason it. Yeah, that's the only scene I remember with muscle, blood cells, and stuff. Yeah. All right.
Grisha?
Back to Grisha.
Grisha.
This looks like Grisha as he is probably on his walk with Eren, right? And Jesus, does he look creepy?
Yeah.
That's like
Look at that
low-key
side eye, dude.
fucking grim.
Bombastic
It's the
side
Grim
eye.
Reaper right there. My gosh, dude.
Bombastic side eye.
Wow. Yeah, that's terrifying. Never realized how terrifying.
Is that when he's responding to Sawdust?
I don't know. I see trees in the background, so
Why else would he be looking back?
I don't know. Maybe he knows that this is the end. Why is his chin like that?
I know.
Yeah, I don't know.
The thinking
He looks distraught. Yeah, just like your photo, right? Yeah, this is. I just never realized how creepy. And yep, this is
Yeah.
it. This is that walk.
Mm-hmm.
Him holding his hand.
Very, very ominous walk. You can only imagine how silent that walk was.
What's crazy is that their silhouettes are already in the outro.
Yeah.
That walk.
Heise says it reminds Heise of what's the name? Kuro, right? The guy with the blades.
Yeah.
The black cat crew. Yeah, Kuro.
Spooky.
Just the guy with glasses and
Kuro's still out there somewhere.
I loved how they. Oh, I'm gonna go on a tangent. I love it. More of like a scarier kind
See
of.
where you
art.
started, Heise.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Heise. Yeah. This is definitely very, very spooky, and the fact that it is in the woods makes it even more terrifying.
Scarier.
Into the woods.
Oh shit! I missed an eyeball. The key.
Not an eyeball.
It's just so much. So fast.
Missed it again. But it's an eyeball.
There's an eyeball.
Pretty sure it's the same eyeball.
Was it? It's not
It
Dinah's,
is.
right?
Yeah, because I have this. I have it right here.
It's Dinah's?
Talking about this one.
Yeah, it's the eyeball of the smiling titan.
Yeah, it is.
That we
That's
see.
what I thought it was, but I was hoping I can get it. There
Yeah.
it is.
It's Dinah's eyeball.
Yeah. So yeah. Even as we said, it looks like Dinah's. Yep, and we see it is in fact Dinah's. It is. This is her good eyeball, not the one that was oddly
Yeah,
yellow.
whatever the other one was.
No, that is the yellow one. It's
Yeah,
the white one.
I know.
But they fixed it.
It's it was just a little callback.
She went to
a little
her
callback.
optometrist.
Callback. I don't even want to call it a callback joke because it wasn't funny. Obviously, Zach took a little bit
Yeah,
literal,
Zach took it literal.
but it's okay. I'm not a comedian. Never claimed to be. So sue me, please don't.
I think you're pretty funny.
Josh says, I say my favorite is Zoro. Yeah, Zoro's badass. So this is a brand new scene. They never use this scene again. Weird, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I said he's a hopeless romantic for sure. And now I'm falling for Nami. She can come to the continental breakfast at my table.
Okay.
You don't want Nami there because then you're gonna go ahead and leave thinking that you're gonna go ahead and score. You'll be like, oh my gosh, she's into me, and you're gonna realize
gonna
your
take your
shit's
wallet.
gone. Wait, hold on. Huh?
Yeah.
trust
Cavalier
Nami.
Nami, baby.
And then let's see if I can go ahead and get it. Missed it.
It was just
but
a zoomed out version of the same thing.
zoomed out.
More key.
The key.
More
back
of the
to
dead
again the
bodies.
titan
There's a lot
bodies.
more bodies in the background. Or is that just distortion?
It could just be
It's
a
just-
distortion here, but this is a little bit of a clearer
it is.
look of just one specific body. The steam all
We
surrounding
see
it.
1, 2, 3, 4 for sure.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh,
Then we
Oh,
see-
that
okay.
image. That's
Now we're getting to
still-
something
His
here,
little elf ears.
and the fact that it does like that, like that
Yeah.
weird like
Yeah.
distortion.
It's like someone's just like took like a leather glove and is just like
Yeah.
petting like a violin, petting the strings,
and this
just playing
is
a violin really
Creepy
badly.
monkey.
our antagonist that is waiting for.
In season 3.
Yeah.
Our
This
season
is-
3 antagonist.
This is who is waiting for them over back at Walmaria.
What a big, ugly SOB.
Obviously foreshadows Zeke's future prominent role in the story. The fact that we've gotten
In Historia?
very, very,
In Historia?
in Historia.
That's what you said.
Zeke's got a prominent role in Historia, is what you said.
That's what you said.
Oh, sorry.
thought-
We're talking about hopeless romantic
Aaron loves
and
Historia.
Historia's on the mind. You guys know how I get with that, man. You know what?
Yeah,
Bro, Aaron wants her. Zeke wants her.
Historia,
Brianna
she's just
wants
the
her.
greatest, you know. But no, Zeke doesn't deserve her. Are you kidding
Someday
me?
my wife.
But damn it, yeah. So this is the monkey. We hear that Erica. we have only seen just glimpses of this Titan, and every time we do, we very, very quickly get reminded on how terrifying and how fierce and imposing this Titan is. Not much else to be said. That's our favorite monkey.
Chunky monkey.
We're back over to the Titans again.
More decomposition.
The classroom.
Yay, the classroom.
And you know who I think
And there's
that is?
Zeke. Whoa, it's Zeke.
No.
What's
That's not
Zeke?
Zeke.
Is that Zeke is Armin's father right now?
Whoa.
We see little-
It's Irvin
I see
and
Irvin
Irvin's
there.
dad.
Papa Irwin.
We see Irvin standing up there, right? Asking that question. And what happens when he finds out the real answer of that question when he gets home? That is the last time we see his dad.
Yep. Bye, Dad.
So,
'Cause his dad knows a lot, but
yeah.
not allowed to share it.
Too much
in
for the
classroom.
government.
Zeke is a teacher. Yeah, he is in a weird way. But it's only because he was taught himself from a certain other professor. But yeah. Damn, yeah. So, I mean, again, I can't help but think about how things played out for this gentleman here. We see a very, very little of Irvin's father, and it seemed like he just was obviously very knowledgeable, right? He,
Like him and Zeke would have been good buddies.
and I just think that he also was a very endearing character where I think that if we would have got to know more about him, he could have been kind of up there with the Hanneses of the story.
Yeah.
At no point did I ever think that he had any kind of like ill intentions on you know, just obviously keeping certain kind of details to himself and whatnot and stuff. It wasn't like Sardis where he's like, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of like not mention certain details that are important. I'm just gonna hold on to them, you know, for the sake. No, he was holding on to information because he knew that if word got out, then
He died.
he or his family or anybody else that was you know, just involved in that whole dynamic would have died.
Yeah. And then Josh made a good point too that this is Irwin's final daydream.
Yeah, and it's sad. That's a young Irvin there with a whole lot of hopes and dreams and stuff. And you know, he this is the Irvin here. Had he grown up and not lost his father, no doubt would have been in the military police, I think, because the military and the government did him wrong, and he knew that he was kind of turned away from the road of, you know, of like, okay, this is
That's
the
what
path
caused him
I've
to
wanted
join
to
the
take.
Scouts.
And exactly.
And what's crazy is this is his final daydream because he dies not avenging his father with his own hands.
Yeah.
And all I can think about is I haven't done right by my father yet. And time goes by.
Josh said potentially Niall or Hanji could be in this classroom.
That is very true.
Now, if we're looking at this photo here, which one do we think is Niall? Which one do we think is Hanji? Just for the sake of this game. Which one looks like the back of Niall and the back of Hanji's head?
I feel like Hanji's got to have the pigtails on the left.
The pigtails on the left. Okay.
I don't know about Niall though.
I think Niall is the row in front of Irvin, two to the left, far left over in that row. That's Niall. What says you, Lex? Lex is like, yeah, agree.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, this is the Irvin's final daydream here. How about Sardis? Sardis was older.
He was older.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he was older. Levi's in the streets somewhere causing chaos.
Yeah.
Levi's in the slums.
Okay. Now we're back to
Yeah,
that
that same
a little bit of a clearer frame here of what potentially could be Hannes. Hopefully not Hannes. I don't want to revisit that. The only time I've cried on the podcast.
I know.
But yeah, this is very just gruesome.
It's not Hannes, but it could be Hannes.
Oh, missed that. And that is important detail. That would be a book of knowledge.
Big chin.
Yeah, monkey.
Monkey.
There we go.
Yes.
Yay,
book.
knowledge.
This is the book, right? This is the book that
Knowledge.
is this the one that shows? Yeah. So we're able to go ahead and see just images from this book of stuff that's outside of the walls, right? Stuff that the world has.
And lakes.
Yeah.
And ocean and yeah.
Yeah.
and deserts and
Hyacinth says that
The
roar.
world.
That's what I was talking about. What is that? Yeah, I think it's just again part of the creepy factor of it. I don't know what the significance of it. Maybe Josh would know what the roar potentially.
I think it's just a distorted Beast Titan roar.
Yeah, but Josh said
Because
this
you only hear it when the
been
Beast
in
Titan
Aaron's
really
mind
comes on.
forever. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And this is what motivates Armin because it's something that has to do with his family. His family,
Yeah.
they were adventure seekers, and kind of like what we just saw with Irvin, right? And how his father kind of was motivated with knowledge and truth. Same thing with Armin's parents, where they wanted to explore and see what's really out there. Unfortunately, both Irvin and Armin lost their, lost parents and stuff, and lost a father, and now they are motivated by trying to fulfill that dream, fulfill that motivation, which is not always good because, like you mentioned early on in this podcast, bro, it's like the closer you try to seek the truth, the more death, the more devastation, the worse things get.
Yeah.
Just be happy with the victory and stay over in the island, please.
Yeah.
Just stay at the island.
We can't all be that lucky.
This is the book. Missed that one, but we'll get to you later, monkey. Because there, ooh. Okay,
From the previous episode, we got
this is Carla, right?
more of a close-up of Carla
Holding
when she's
baby
holding
Aaron.
baby Aaron, talking
Yep.
about why does he need to be special?
This is Carla, and I mean,
Because he was born into this world.
hey, if I'm Grisha and I'm choosing between Dinah or Carla, sorry, I'm going with Carla.
Carla.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Hi, sis says Carla bad. Yeah.
I'm going with Carla.
Agreed.
Now, do we think Carla's Titan form is going to be as creepy as the Dinah Titan form?
Too bad we'll never know.
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
Is she going to be very, very smiley?
I don't think she'd be smiling.
Or is she going to be a little gremlin of a Titan? Who knows? Like Zach said, we'll never know. We can only speculate. Now, to the monkey, which we just passed it, but you see the armor again. That is the
Thing.
Marleyan armor of Helos.
More of the syringe. Oh, more the bug.
Oh, we didn't see that one, but
It's a
that was a
close-up
close-up of this
Yeah.
Titan.
That's
This dead Titan. There we go.
I love that
Another.
picture.
Now this is the first time we see this Beast Titan,
That
right?
pervy little monkey.
This
Yeah.
is when he is
when he's
looking
looking down
down
on
at Mike. Obviously, that Nick Kroll Titan is wandering somewhere.
Yeah.
This is before
Hiding behind a
the
tree.
Beast Titan goes and crunches up that Nick Kroll Titan, right? I said stop. This is the worst face. This is a face that you don't want to see hovering over you.
It's so. His eyes are so sorrowful, but everything else is just so joyful.
That's like a serial killer face,
It is, yeah.
where it's just
Those
like
eyes have seen shit.
he's like, I have you right where I want you. Now, tell me everything I need to know. And he steals the ODM gear and he claims that as his own invention, right?
Yeah.
Zeke, not much to be said other than creepy ass monkey that you don't want to be face to face with.
Yeah.
Eyes are kind of glowy.
Yeah. Right. Obviously, the next one was going to be. So we saw more. Okay, so now we're back to
More of a close-up of
Titans.
Titan.
those Titans, right?
It's just the shot was lowered a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, look at that one over in the far right there.
I
It's
know.
so happy and just so like just.
Not maniacal laughter.
Yeah. More Titans.
I love this image.
All right.
It's more of the history books of
Yeah,
when
this
they
is the
were
Yeah.
battling.
Isn't this like back in Fritz's time?
Yeah, I think this is the depiction of the history, like Lexi was mentioning.
20 hats.
But this could also be from the stories, which I'm guessing maybe you were implying to, Lexi, like of Historia's book.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Could be that too.
because we know that the Titan that we see that kind of depicts like
The monster.
Ymir, right? Which is we know the kind of jaw titan form of Ymir, giving like an apple or whatever to the little girl. Yeah, this could be
But
depiction
it's
there.
supposed to be another image from the instructor during the classroom explaining Titan battles.
Interesting. Yeah, because even trying to maybe add more to that, Josh says Marleyan history. So perhaps.
Could be. I want to know why they're wearing those hats.
Heist is asking an interesting question. When does AOT take place in the real world? Like in the 1890s?
It is older, so I don't know. Great question.
It's pre-industrial era.
It's like freaking Merlin the wizard over there.
Oh, bro, look at these hats.
You got wizards out here trying to go ahead and take out titans with their freaking...
Huzzah!
Bad fireball.
Huzzah!
Oh, huzzah!
Wait, every time they go ahead
Is
and
it a fire?
Yeah.
Huzzah!
You caught me off guard with the huzzah. I was not expecting that. Like,
Huzzah!
I needed that.
I can't wait to hear the one go, Excelsior.
Yeah, Excelsior! Huzzah!
Yeah.
Hip, hip, hooray.
All right. Oh, yes.
One of the flowers.
The flowers that we go ahead and see that
Yay.
obviously symbolizes a
them
love,
all
right? The
the
love
time.
between Aramika, right?
Yes.
We actually saw flowers depicting closeness again of like relationships. We saw it with Ymir and Historia as well, right? Ymir and Krista, I should
yeah,
say.
it was a pink flower.
Yeah. But yeah, anytime we go and we see these flowers, like pretty much there's a moment that's going to take place with Eren and Mikasa.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's a beautiful thing. We all want that. We all want them to be happy together, you know. But Historia is there. I'm kidding. That flower. Josh says parody is like the 1800s, but Marley is 1920s with their World War I technology.
Yes, we don't know when.
Yeah.
How are we to know? We are not to know.
Also, just goes to show too, like the how more advanced Marley is compared to the island, right? Because obviously over in parody, over in Walmaria, specifically the Shiganshina district, which is the outlier district, and how they just literally that's poverty, you know. They don't have like any of that Marleyan technology.
They don't have Game Boys or
They don't have any of that
tablets.
stuff. Okay, skip some stuff there. Anything important that I missed there?
I didn't see.
I was looking at the big screen, I'm not gonna lie.
Same.
It just sounds like someone pulling a violin for that roar.
Where the flower? Oh, it was another. It was the lightning.
Okay.
But then this is.
Holy crap, this
I
is
wonder
another
who
eyeball.
this is.
Jesus.
who is being chewed on.
No, for real, so what is this? Who is this?
Can you tell us who's getting eaten?
But
Whose eyeball is that?
By that I mean Josh is
do
getting
have
eaten.
it.
Yeah,
I do
Josh
have-
was saying they didn't even have lights until they found out the
Could be
fossil
anybody.
fuels.
Thanks, Josh.
I said
Appreciate
the
it.
parody ODM gear is cool, but damn, the newer ODM
They
wipes
had
the
it.
floor with
They
the
had
sparklers.
it.
Yeah.
for who did
Oh
not.
no! Don't even say that. I'd hate to go ahead and think that
No.
this is that little girl Grisha's
No, it's
sister.
not.
Those eyes have seen some shit.
Where is it? I just
or
had
no,
it.
I'm getting kind of like a very similar vibe of that poor
Okay.
little boy that freaking gets
Got it.
stomped out on over in season 4 during
It's-
the rumbling. But
Oh. So supposedly it's supposed to be like the goggle scout guy that Kenny Squad takes out in the first episode of season 3.
okay, yeah, literally he's just referred to as goggles.
Goggles.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's supposed to be.
Josh says it could be Marco.
they take him out
I
in
thought
season 3.
I thought you were saying it's Heise. In terms of like it's Grisha's sister, and Josh goes, "Oh yeah, it is Heise." No, okay, it is Heise. But that'd be funny if this is that you, Heise? Is this potentially you?
you.
Is this you?
It's supposed to be it's supposed to be when they kill
So this is Kenny's destruction here.
yeah, Kenny
Damn.
took out.
Because
gory.
Goggles does fall from the rooftop and he lands in front of the mother and daughter.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, it's supposed to be him.
Yeah, Goggles. Yeah,
Yeah.
switch that boy with Gobby.
Yeah. Golby.
Yeah,
Gobby.
interesting.
All right. Next up.
Key. Did I miss anything there?
No, it was just a wide shot
White shot, right? I think.
of Shinganshina. I don't know what you missed
Oh,
there,
the
actually.
wide shot of Shinganshina was supposed to be it's the sky right before the colossal titan
That's what it
appears in the first episode.
It's too calm.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Calm before the storm.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we
3
got
keys.
the
More
keys. Which key is it? Which
I
one is
know.
it? What is the real key?
There's normally 5. Why are there only 3?
Yep.
Whoa.
Okay.
I love this image.
Yeah, this one's of the
These are the walls, right?
yeah, those are the walls
These
eating
are the daughters.
eating Ymir.
Eating
Yep.
Ymir.
OG
So-
Ymir.
And how freaking disgusting and like how
Cena,
Telling your
Maria,
daughters
and
to
Rose.
eat this woman.
Eat your mother so that we can maintain the power of the Titans. Yes, eat my daughters, eat. Yes.
This is the
Now
same
give
still.
me some steak. I'm hungry.
Sir, aren't you gonna eat your wife
yeah,
too?
Don't you have to
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
No,
That's
that's
my
not the
girl.
kind of eating of my wife that I like to do. No. Why did you stop eating? Keep eating.
And yeah, good stuff. I hate that in AOT. I hate it.
Yeah. It's also a still from
It's
the
fucked
season
up
2
stuff.
like outro. It's like somewhere in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn, is the one on the left literally covering her eyes or whatever, covering her face?
No, she's like literally like face in the food,
Yeah.
like devouring that shit.
Gross.
And then the king's hand.
The middle one's crying, and the one on the right is just like
Now, do we know the order?
pulling away from her father.
I'm guessing middle is gonna be Rose.
Yeah.
So to go left to right, we got Mario, Rose, and Cino's over on the far right.
Yeah. Perhaps.
Interesting. Heist is asking, who are the big arms?
That would be
That's their
the
father.
king.
That's the king
That's their
himself.
father.
Just like
Fritz.
I think a nice touch is that we agreed that Rose is on the right, right? Who's saying?
Cena is the innermost wall.
I
right?
think Cena's on the far left because she looks dressed the most royal. That's my inkling.
Okay. Yeah, not sure how this.
Whoever this one is over on the right, it looks like she's pulling away from
from
the
my
hand.
father. She's like, get away from me, you creepy fool. You fool. You don't
We
realize
enjoy
how
this flesh
disgusting
and
this
peace.
is. Looks like the skeleton is flipping us off.
What?
And that could be on theme with Ymir. She seems like she's
Perhaps.
fed up with that family, being used only as a tool of destruction, a tool for power, maintaining power.
That's a lot of backstory in one image.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys ready?
Yep.
Oh,
And
damn.
there's a hand.
This is during an explosion.
Yes.
Now, what's the explosion here?
I don't know.
I think it is during a Titan transformation.
Is this going to be when the
Perhaps.
Colossal enters the wall and begins to transform and wants to kill everybody, but people are obviously saved? And again,
Yeah.
this is on the heroic act of Moblet pushing Hanji into the well,
Oh.
you know, and
Yeah.
like essentially dying and all that, right?
Yeah.
But I'm thinking that, okay, this is an explosion. This is a human hand that is literally
Yeah, the
caught in this
explosion.
explosion.
Yeah, caught in the Colossal's explosion. When he
now-
decided to suicide bomb.
Yeah.
Not suicide, but
Kamikaze.
he
Because
just
the only
went
other
in.
explosions that I could think of that we do see during the reclaiming the wall are the thunder spears, but I mean, this is not going to be Rhina's hand,
No.
right?
That very much could be Moblet's. We don't know.
Which is sad,
Yeah.
very sad. All right.
Our poor little handed buddy.
Okay, I missed some stuff there, but it looked like it might have just been the Smiling Titan again.
Or repeats.
Oh my goodness gracious!
That's one hell of an impact frame.
That is terrifying.
Some nummies.
Yeah. So that's obviously a Titan just preparing to.
Well,
Based on the fangs, I don't think it's Dina.
It's no one. It's no one with a beard.
Yeah. So interesting here. So Josh is saying to that explosion frame, it says there was an explosion when Annie transformed in the Utopia district, but I doubt that's related. Yeah, I don't know. But it could be definitely because we've seen some frames back, stuff that obviously goes along with like season 1 and all that. So it could be that. Interesting. Sorry, you can please go.
Yeah.
No one wants you.
Isaac says, why the hell is Bertolt dead when he exploded, but Armin doesn't?
That's not how. That's not why Bertold dies though.
Yeah.
That's not how Bertold died. He doesn't die from his own.
He can't suicide bomb from transforming into the Colossal.
He can't pull a.
Josh, don't feed into the bots.
He can't pull an electrode or a freaking Voltorb. I always hated whenever you have anybody that is a gym trainer and they have any of those two, and then you're like, okay, cool, and they use self-destruct, and it wipes them out and also takes out a good portion of your.
Lieutenant Surge never exploded his Voltorbs.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
I did hate though walking through the rocket base and thinking I found an item.
Oh my god, the stupid Pokeballs.
Fucking electrode.
Yeah.
I was like, you suck.
So we obviously just passed the Smiling Titan, which we saw was Dinah. Right.
Now we get this scene.
Here.
This is familiar. Because this is actually no, this isn't Shiganshina. This isn't the house of someone's a very specific house. No, but this obviously is over in Shiganshina. But this is when they're gonna have to have the decision, right?
Yeah. You
This
can
is
see
like-
his crispy body up there.
Yeah.
You see his crispy body just on the corner, just.
And then that's Aaron Mikasa and Levi. And you can even you could see Levi holding the box with the syringe in it.
Interesting.
In his right hand, right?
I don't know which hand it is, but
Yeah,
I know that you can.
Heise says, yeah, when Aaron gets punched.
Yeah.
Josh says, what's weird is that we don't see Flock.
Oh my god.
Yeah, somehow.
He should be on the right.
Yeah, he should, because he's there when they're having this deliberation. But you know,
well, that just goes to show how
from what I looked up.
Yeah, he's just not
animated
important.
this. From what I read, they animated this before they animated everything for when they came back a year later. Because let me see, I'm blurry. I'm just gonna live with the blur. It's too fast. They're talking about
strong.
When they were told to animate it. Yeah, one of the animators, Araki, mentioned that the series creator, Hajime Isayama, actually suggested that particular scene for the teaser. Part 1 concluded with a survey course beginning their march towards Walmaria, but we thought that was a bit too gentle. As soon as we mentioned that we wanted to spice things up, Isayama suggested, why don't you animate that scene? Talking about this scene.
Okay.
So he's like, animate this for the ending end credit scene, but nothing more. So that could be why Flock isn't there right now.
Interesting. All right. So
Isayama completely oversaw this.
Very quickly, I do want to go ahead and continue, of course, but do you guys have a hard out?
What?
A hard out, like we need to stop at this time because we're approaching 3 hours. So
I had to be somewhere at 5, but I don't think I'm going anymore.
Okay.
So
how are you, bro? With some time, I know that.
I gotta be somewhere at 6, but I just gotta be home in by 5:30, so I got a good 40 minutes.
Right now. Okay. Oh, gotcha. All right. Because we still have a lot to go ahead and do, so we can obviously go ahead and split this into a 2-parter. Because as you can see,
well, what really is left? Because we've already really talked about this scene.
Just the actual scene
Josh was
that we
saying
already talked about last scene.
Josh, were you right?
I mean, last scene.
Josh
We already
is the
talked about the
president.
scene last episode.
Okay, so here we go.
So there's not much more for us to talk about. We already talked about it last episode.
Oh, you're right. This is the scene now, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
Yeah, because we already talked a lot about this.
Yep.
Then we get some Ackerman on Ackerman action.
Yep, and that's it.
There it
Back
is.
to normal.
And that is it.
We are done with glitching.
So that was an interesting breakdown
Yeah.
because
It was a lot in a very compact
Oh yeah.
and trying to find like
all that done in like 30
exactly-
seconds.
Yeah, trying to find out exactly where these scenes are from, what's going on, and what the meaning behind it is, what the symbolism is. It
Yeah,
could just
that's
be way
true.
too much.
Josh says this scene is actually spliced because we don't see them struggle for the case, which is in the original scene.
Yeah, it is.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, EC almost like just put this in there to really throw them off their game. And when we get down to finishing the season, that's when we'll add a bit more of the detail,
very, very cool.
which is absolutely cool. You see, I told when you went to the restroom, I looked at Lex and I was like, it makes me mad how this whole thing happened just because they were like, we want to spice it up. EC was like, we can fuck with the fans. We can mess with them. Just throw this in there. Let them spiral for a year. He knew what he was doing.
Exactly. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was very, very interesting because again, just like this is something I haven't done before. Actually, go frame by frame and seeing a lot of subliminal stuff, a lot of foreshadowing moments, especially early on in the glitch. Obviously, the more you get into the frames, the more it just kind of recaps and reminds from past memories and stuff, you know. But there's some very, very, very eerie stuff, like the fact that we go ahead and we see that Dinah photo, and immediately after is the Smiling Titan, you know, and then obviously those frames of the Beast Titan are very, very, they're there depicting this very creepy monster, you know. One of the ones that stand out to me that was really, really terrifying was two that kind of stuck in my mind right now is the darkest depiction of the Titans surrounding you,
Yeah.
and the example of Mikasa's "The world is so cruel" and that freaking bug, you know.
Yeah.
Like
I was telling Lex that bug had been on my mind for so long. Like, I had no clue what I could relate it to, and then now I know. When Mikasa mentioned that, I think that's a great depiction.
yeah. So Josh, in the anime is the truest version of the story according to you, yeah. And yeah, big emphasis on Dinah. Interesting. Obviously, there's a lot of Grisha, a lot of foreshadowing for Grisha and what we're going to see to come in his story over in Marley.
Some lore.
We go into Grisha's past, but also you get those frames of Grisha moments before he does that kind of ceremonial transferring of the powers over to his son. It's again in Grisha that you see where it's like, damn. Again, it's like that is far from the Grisha that is getting praised, getting recognized, getting, you know, like the admiration from the people that he saved with this disease and plague that it was taking over, you know, that village.
Full 180 from the Grisha that
the guy that was a
fell in love
hero,
with.
and now he looks like an absolute menace.
Yeah.
Like, it's terrifying, but
they took your
craziness, guys. This was a long episode, but I appreciate you guys are sticking around. I want to thank, obviously, the ones that are chatting live with us, you know, and even the ones that are listening. Like, thank you guys so much. But huge help from Josh, huge help from Heise, huge help from SB,
Yeah, thank
and
you guys.
you guys are. It's just been incredible throughout this entire little breakdown. This has been our longest OVA episode, I believe.
I think it has.
This has been our longest episode for a while. We're approaching 3 hours. And it's funny because people go ahead and they're like, people who are kind of on the outside and say we're talking about the podcast and we talk about how we talk about the episodes and we had to split them in parts, and they're like, how are you able to go ahead and like do a 2.5 hour long podcast episode based on like
6 minutes?
6 minutes of
and we're like we have a whole crew of people that we're talking
Yeah.
to,
Yeah.
throwing ideas at
Like,
us.
granted, we did go frame by frame. At
It's
least we
a-
tried to. I tried to go and get frame by frame, but that was like, I think it said it was like a minute and a half or something, right? Maybe a little bit more, minute 40. But we are going 3 hours just based off of that.
Yeah.
You know, and it's exciting, guys. I mean, it's cool for us to go ahead and just dissect and break down Attack on Titan 2.
Now on, we'll do every episode frame by frame.
Frame by frame. But it's fun, guys. SB says there's so much more to unpack, no doubt.
Yeah. Agreed.
But with that being said, guys, we appreciate you guys for sticking around again for this OVA. This is OVA number 9. OVAs are always fun. Whenever we're kind of able to go and take a break from kind of like the story and just very strictly go ahead and focus on the story and do the lines and stuff like that. We love doing the lines, but whenever we're able to kind of have an open forum conversation and talk to you guys and being very, analytical and break down stuff, it's a lot of fun. But so what we got for you guys today wraps up another episode of Attack to Talk podcast. Remember, guys, new episodes are streamed live on Twitch every Sundays, and obviously today we streamed a little earlier than usual. It's because it's been a busy weekend.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. But make sure you guys follow us over on Instagram because that's where we will go and update all of you on when we will be streaming. We'll let you guys know the stream time, and that's of course where you guys will get the Q&A questions, the poll questions, and all that good stuff. So make sure you follow us. Also, check out that link tree, guys, over in the profile page. That shows all of the platforms that we are available on. It has a lot of good stuff. And we would appreciate if you guys supported us by following the different platforms. And again, it's all on your guys' preference. If you guys go ahead and watch us over on Spotify or watch us over on YouTube, just on YouTube, we would appreciate a follow. It does help, guys. And also, too, Nate puts in a lot of work for YouTube specifically. I don't know if you guys were able to go ahead and catch the episode that we did last week, where obviously we're covering the glitch scene. But when you go ahead and you watch it over on Twitch, the audio isn't the clearest that it can be in terms of the scene, the glitch scene. But if you go ahead and you watch it on YouTube, the quality, the sound of the glitch scene is perfect. You can hear it. Yeah, it's beautiful. And Nate puts a lot of work over in the YouTube. So if you guys are watching over on YouTube, don't be afraid to go ahead and follow us. And again, we'd appreciate you. And yeah, let's go ahead and let's give a huge shout out to Nate, man. Nate,
Thank you, Nate.
Yeah, baby bro.
Yeah, Nate's awesome, man. And make sure you guys go ahead and follow him over at his other his channel.
Yeah, you can go follow NatePlaysBad, or you can follow their new channel is him and all of his content creator friends already canceled.
Yeah. And it's cool. It's cool seeing Nate over on camera and
I know.
seeing him,
It's a nice change of pace to see him on camera.
Yeah.
Because normally he's the guy behind. He's the guy in the chair. But now we get to see him. We get to see him a little bit more publicly.
Yeah.
Excited.
So we love Nate, and huge shout out. Make sure you guys go and support Nate. But as I mentioned, guys, over in that link tree, there are some links that is going to be available for you guys if you guys are interested in potentially purchasing any sort of merch. Obviously, we've talked about Collector Sesh. That link will, I believe, take you to their Instagram. You guys can go ahead and follow them there. Even just supporting them. I mean, they're just amazing people. And just kind of a weird, just sporadic little moment of us coming across them and then just almost feeling like, wow, that was a legit, genuine kind of just conversation and connection there. And then we went ahead and bought some merch, and then the fact that they were like, here, take this, like, we'll give you guys, and
really
it's like, whoa, like you guys don't have to. But again, just awesome people. So if you guys go ahead and click the link tree, we would appreciate it if you guys just kind of gave them a follow. And then they will go ahead and post some cool stuff. And if there's anything you guys see, then I believe they have. Is there a way, or is it only just in-person purchases?
I think it's only in-person purchases. I don't think they don't have an online store anymore.
Okay. Yeah, so if you guys can just go ahead and support them, that would mean a lot. But if you guys are interested in purchasing some potential merch, guys, we talk about it every single episode. And that's Fandomion. Fandomion has an insane online store with so much just merchandise, whether it be all anime stuff, whether it be just anything kind of comic based, which is Marvel or DC, anything that's really, really popular happening over in just the pop culture scene, anything just alternative clothing wear. There's so much different kind of styles of clothing wear. There's just so much stuff, guys, that you guys can go ahead and just browse over at Fandomion. And if you guys see something you like, there's a way that we can help you out with that purchase order. And that is with a discount. And you guys know the promo code LEX. Promo code LEX for 10% off your guys' purchase order. And still no updates, right, in regards to anything that's coming out?
No, other than, I mean, I know they're getting their Halloween stuff ready, but other than Eddie had purchased some stuff. Hopefully it comes in soon.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. And remember, guys, whenever you guys use that promo code, it's a way of helping Lex out as well. So it means a lot to Lex if you guys use that promo code. But yeah, they have some good stuff there, guys. Go ahead and check it out. So lastly we got for you guys is just some art stuff. Which I have some badass art now too. So I was able to go ahead and now you guys will probably see in the near future. If not next week, it'll be happening very, very soon. But yeah, you guys might be seeing those awesome Van Gogh-esque kind of inspired art behind me.
Those are absolutely gorgeous.
But if you guys are interested in checking out some art, go ahead and give Caesar's Instagram account a look and a follow. And last time we saw that he didn't have anything available for purchase over on his Etsy store, which means he's probably just kind of focusing over on his drawing and stuff, you know, because we know that he aspires to go ahead and be like a comic book artist. And but if you guys go ahead and follow him over on Instagram, it means a lot. And it can really help out a lot. And he's over at ArtofCesar. That's art_of_Caesar_. And I'm sure that if you type in Art of Caesar, you guys will find it. Yeah, we'd appreciate it. Yeah, you guys are all awesome. Your guys' support means the world to us. Another fun episode, guys, of you guys joining us live in chat, breaking down these episodes with us, with so much help that we've gotten from you guys. And you guys are all too kind still, with even the birthday shout outs and stuff like that. Like I love you guys all so much.
Compliments.
You know? It blows my mind every single time, you know? Obviously I can be very kind of analytical and overthink a lot of things, and I do it every single podcast episode. I do it with the Q&As. I do it with the poll questions and stuff. I go ahead and I start kind of thinking things from like a outside perspective or even kind of grander scale, and I'm like, wow. And when I think about what this thing has become and the awesome community that we have, it always blows my mind, because your guys' support just means the world to us. Like it honestly does, you know. And I hope you guys know that we aren't saying this every single podcast episode just to go ahead and bullshit you guys. Like, no, we are saying this. I'm saying this every single podcast episode because I mean it. Like, I hope you guys know that. And yeah, really don't know if we'd be still doing this if it wasn't for you guys. I'm so old. I remember the first episode with Zach on it. No, I'm old, bro. I'm old.
No, you're not. You're like 23.
I'm going to go ahead and just full on expose myself. Yesterday, we mourned my 20s. So
Best morning I've ever
there we go.
been to.
Yeah. I agree, Josh. Overthinking a show like this is fun. Yeah.
It left me spiraling.
And it's probably why, you know, we're pretty damn good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because that's my quirk, is it's overthinking. That's my devil fruit, is overthinking. But anyways, again, as I said, guys, that's all we got for you guys. Your support is incredible. Make sure you guys just keep spreading that word, because the more like-minded friends that we're able to go and have in chats, the better, you know. Look forward to the future Q&A responses, the future poll results that we get from you guys. Your feedback is always, like, it's one of the things I look forward to the most, and seeing your guys' point of views. It's incredible. Sometimes you got me changing my mind, but it's a lot of fun, guys, to go ahead and see how you guys respond to the questions that we try to come up with you guys, come up for you guys every single week. I know a lot of times they aren't always the best questions. I know sometimes they're kind of on theme with whatever we're focused on, and they're kind of like more of like funny little questions and stuff, you know. But still, like, the fact that, you know, whenever you see the responses and stuff, like, it's cool. And it was awesome to have the most responses that we've ever had.
Yeah.
Today's episode, like, that was really, really cool to be able to go ahead and talk about each and every response and all that for a cool moment in this glitch scene, you know. Like, that was really cool. aging gracefully. Yeah. Thank you so much.
are.
You know what's cool though? I will say that like I am happy that if I get rid of this beard, I at least will look like I'm in my mid-20s. So I'm happy about that.
You look young. You're good.
Yeah, you already do.
I'm happy about that.
Everyone that I've shown like a picture or video of you to them, they've been like, there's no way he's not like 24. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I know, right?
It is that I'm like the same age, right, of you guys, and yeah, you know, that's cool. You
Young
know,
man.
I still have that kid energy, which is
agree,
very,
SB.
very
You
cool.
should keep
Yeah,
the
she says,
beard.
keep
I
the
like the
beard.
beard. Kyron would be mad.
Kyron would be mad. Yeah. And I says, you're 22 like me. You know what? I feel like it sometimes, and sometimes I feel like I'm in my 30s.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys. So again, you guys are awesome. I appreciate the love. Josh says, stay safe and have a good night. Yes. Thank you so much. We hope that you guys stay safe the rest of this weekend. And obviously you guys have a good week, and we'll be back here next week. Continue on the story as we go ahead and we focus on
Yes.
episode 13.
Woo!
So, with me, I just want to close, guys, again, saying that I love you guys so much. Please be safe, spread that love and positivity, and we hate and we love.
Yes,
So,
we do.
So, Lexi, go ahead and do your thing. I liked what you said last week. That was really good. Do you have anything good for us today? Put you on the spot. Do you have anything good? And Zach, do you have something factual, or are you gonna make up your own?
I have another cheesy pickup line that I've been
yes, please, cheesiness.
more cheesy pickup lines for
We
you
love it.
guys. You dropped something when you walked by. My jaw.
Whoa. Okay.
Okay, guys, be safe. Have a good week.
What do you guys, Zach?
Love
and
you
Chloe?
guys.
Guys, if you shop at Patagonia, they have a lifetime warranty. You can return it and they'll fix it or replace it if they can't fix it for any Patagonia item with proof of purchase. So please, Patagonia is goated.
Save your
There you go.
Yeah, save your receipt.